I'm Dustin Goes to Hollywood, and medically, I'm completely healthy.
JT, you are on this podcast, but we do not grant you the rank of co-host.
All right, here's what you're going to do, Anakin.
No.
You're going to tell Mace Windu that I'm a Sith Lord. He's going to try to arrest me. I'm going to fuck up my own entire face. Then I want you to kill every baby you can find. You strangle your pregnant wife, then let Obi-Wan cut all your little limbs off. In the meantime, I'm going to give a press conference to announce that I'm the president. Everybody gets what they want. And I'm Nathan Simmons, and welcome to the Silver Linings Playlist, a show where we try to find the silver linings in some of cinema's bleakest endings and most foolproof evil plans.
I like little limbs. He's going to cut your little limbs off.
Yeah.
All your little limbs off. So I was thinking about how bad the Emperor's plan is in this movie, even though it succeeds, and how convoluted it was. And I thought, it would make sense if Mike Ehrmantraut was explaining it to me.
Yeah.
Well, it is rudimentary, like fascist takeover 101. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? There's a peaceful transition of power here.
Welcome, everyone, or as I should say, hello there. This is the Silver Linings Playlist. As Nathan mentioned, we are a podcast that watches movies such as the episode we're talking about today, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith from 2005. And we like to find the good in those sad, bleak, or cliffhanger endings. And man, Revenge of the Sith. We haven't talked about a Star Wars movie in quite some time. And I'm very excited to talk about this one because I feel like we've had some discussions off air. I am coming into this episode much like Obi-Wan on Mustafar in my, defensiveness. And Nathan is coming in like Anakin with just filled with rage.
From my point of view, this movie is dog shit.
Oh, wow.
And also, before you get upset with me, I need to remind you of a little gift that Mally sent me. For the listener, I'm wearing a t-shirt that says, "Don't bully me, I'll come."
And that's Anakin's shirt you borrowed from him, right?
That's really his energy in this movie.
I mean, this is technically our Christmas episode, and that is my Christmas gift to you.
It is. This episode's coming out a few days before Christmas. Yes.
And I want to throw out, may I say, I think the reason we haven't really talked I've never talked Star Wars on this podcast.
Never.
Because one, Star Wars is like the worst thing you can talk about on the internet.
It's up there.
I think it's up there with Doctor Who. And I mean, what else? It just sucks to discuss.
Hey, I put this on the schedule because, hey, fuck you, Star Wars fans.
Ooh, coming in hot.
Yeah.
All right.
And I say that as a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking horrible.
We're also not coming into this episode alone, Mally. You have brought along one of your own droids as well. Do you want to introduce them?
Yeah, he's a fucking Star Wars nerd. It's Drew Miles, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, hi. I didn't have sex until college, so I know a lot about Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also malnourished and pale, so I kept up with books and all that nerd shit.
Right on.
Yeah.
One of us. One of us.
Drew's here to supply deep lore cuts if needed.
Okay.
I appreciate it because I have questions. You guys ever get shot by the lightning that makes you old?
I was just telling Dustin off camera that I'm a huge Star Wars fan, like the lore and everything, but I'm gonna hold back because this episode's already gonna be long.
It sure is.
So I'm glad our guest is here that will do it all for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do unfortunately know a lot about the deep cuts and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I also do hate Star Wars fans.
Same.
So this is gonna be great.
Isn't that wild? Like, there are certain fandoms that just make you ashamed about a thing you love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I'm on the pedestal right now.
Absolutely.
What was the last Star Wars show? Ahsoka, I think?
Sure.
No, it would have been Skeleton Crew.
Oh,
fuck,
right.
that's
And then Visions season 2, right?
I would go to Drew's house every week and we'd watch Ahsoka together.
Mm.
He's a fucking nerd. It's awesome.
Skeleton Crew took the bold stance of what if Stranger Things happened in Star Wars?
Yeah.
The bold stance of what if the kids lived?
Yeah.
Sure.
What if Anakin wasn't around this time?
Yeah. That's why I didn't watch that fucking show. No interest in child's lives.
Well, this movie asks the age-old question, what if the Sith got their revenge? And we find out.
Can you believe it? Evil is everywhere, you guys.
What a dog shit opening crawl. Anyway,
what's the worst opening crawl?
oof.
I kind of think the Palpatine's back is pretty bad.
It's
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker, right?
It's Rise of Skywalker telling me I should have played Fortnite before I got to the theater.
Yes. However, I will defend one sentence of that crawl, which is the dead speak. I think that's a pretty cool way to start a crawl.
The dead speak is pretty. Which is the one that starts with war?
Yep. I think is that this one? Or
Is it this one?
I can't remember.
That's this one, yeah.
It is this one. Okay.
Yeah, Star Wars, what is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Star Wars, in case you didn't know what you were getting into.
What about Star Wars : War?
War. Good title.
I feel like you gotta pop a question mark at the end, like Star Wars War?
In the stars?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Revenge of the Sith, Mally, this is your pick.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about Revenge of the Sith today?
Because as a Christmas gift to myself, I wanted to piss off Star Wars fans. I mean, why else would I talk about this movie?
Sure.
That's the nicest thing you could have done for us, too.
And also the nicest Christmas gift he's given us on this show. Because I'll
True.
remind you, 365 Days was also his pick.
That's true.
Yeah, we almost did the second one, boys.
Yeah.
Instead, we did 365 days.
God.
God damn it.
Boo this man, JT. Boo this man.
We can't. He'll orgasm.
Okay.
I had an extremely dad afternoon. I watched this with my kid today who did not enjoy it.
Wait, were you wearing that shirt all day?
No. I put this on right before the record.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Okay, so I guess let's take the temperature of the room real quick. Where do we put... Let's just stick to the prequels. Where do we put this one in our rankings of just the prequels?
I mean, I think it's the best of the prequels.
Same.
But I could also rank the shits I took this week.
Revenge of the Shits. Mally, where do you put...
Today's dead last. I ate 3 pounds of ribs last night. I told you, boys.
God damn it.
We did get photos of the ribs.
First the beads, now the ribs. Nathan, you're having a full barbecue by yourself, man.
I am the barbecue.
Much like Anakin, you're getting barbecued.
I am the barbecue.
Anyway,
Mally, where do you put this one?
of just the prequels, that's an unfair ranking because, yeah, of course it's the best of the 3 prequels, but come on.
Yeah.
See, I have to ask because there has been this wave recently of people reevaluating Phantom and putting that as their number 1.
That's my number 2.
Yeah, I think Clones is dead last.
100%.
I don't know.
Clones doesn't even finish its story.
That's
and not in
fair.
a way that like other Star Wars movies don't. I mean, there are just literally plot threads that do not matter in that movie.
That's fair. That's fair. Drew, where do you put this one?
Yeah, it's easily top of the prequels.
Okay.
Mhm.
The best one of those.
Okay. JT?
I have to agree. It's the best of the prequels, and then it's Phantom, and then Clones.
That's fair. I mean, I just like Clones more because I don't have to deal with shit. Well, I got to be careful. I don't.
Jake Lloyd's had a hard life.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
like just like him as a person. I just cannot stand that performance. So,
Sure.
and the pod racing stuff takes so long.
It would be weird if you disliked him as a person.
You know
you
what?
have a personal beef with this child.
I will say, though, it's the last, hour of this movie that makes it good.
Yeah.
The movie does not get interesting until an hour and 19 minutes.
Pretty much. You're pretty much right.
See, I find my eyes glazing over during the... So... I actually would love to find out what everybody's first experience with this movie was, because this movie does have a really soft place in my heart, because this was my first midnight release ever.
Oh.
I camped outside the theater to see this movie with friends. So it was a
What
huge
the
deal
fuck?
for me. I know. And look, fool me 3 times, fuck me, I guess. But at the time, delirious and tired, I loved it. And at the time, I found the ending duel between Obi-Wan and Anakin to be one of the greatest things I'd seen on screen in a long time. And now when I watch it, I have the same... There's something you said off mic, Dustin, where you said, if this was just its own standalone movie, people would appreciate it more.
Yeah, I think so.
I have to bump on that because... it's the 6th movie in a series, but I also will say, I think if I had seen this in a vacuum, I would have the same reaction to it that I did the original Avatar, where I'm like, yeah, I saw that weird movie with bad dialogue where
Okay.
it never looks like anything's real or anyone's in a real place. Can you believe he wants to make 7 more of these?
What I meant by that was if you took away Phantom and Attack but kept the OT. But I can understand your confusion. Like if you
No, that's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
yes.
if you got this
that completely changes it then.
Yeah, I say if you got this as the prequel to the OT.
Yeah, if you said a different thing, I would have heard a different thing.
If you said what you meant.
No, I listen, I told you off air, I do think this is going for Shakespearean, Greek tragedy almost.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I do. I think
hold on the fucking what?
I think the setup of this plot, and in fact this entire prequel trilogy, is him trying to do this tragedy.
Sure.
I mean, that's what it is. It's the fall of Anakin Skywalker to Vader. Now, it obviously does not meet the levels of Shakespeare. It's not Macbeth or Hamlet, but I think that is what he is using as a template for.
Sure.
The problem is you have this...
The problem is George Lucas can't write as well as Shakespeare?
That's exactly what I was going to get to. But also, you have a guy that...
To be or not to be?
got this guy that made all this money off of something that is probably the biggest property anyone has ever made and ever will make.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has the ability to fund 3 huge, big blockbuster movies out of his own pocket.
Yeah.
And can have his own final say on everything. He answers to no one.
Except for the people that turned him down on directing them.
That's fair. But when you have someone at that level...
The director of these movies did not have his final say on who directed them.
That's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair. But when you have this guy that is the end-all be-all, he is the studio and the director and the writer. Like, he has all the final say on everything.
Mm.
You don't have people that are willing to stick up and say, hey, maybe this isn't working.
You just described Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah. Fair, but with bigger budget, obviously.
Well, hang on. I want to see Tommy Wiseau's version of Star Wars.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But the problem is the writing. That's literally the biggest problem to me.
It is. It's the biggest. Well, it's that, and it's that he does not know how to direct actors.
Absolutely.
So you have people that we know are amazing giving bad performances. And sorry, just to close the loop on what I was saying earlier, I did find myself like just sort of glazing over during the final set pieces because none of it looks good to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because I'm streaming it and I'm not watching it on a big screen the way it was meant to be seen.
I think it probably looks worse on a big screen nowadays.
Maybe.
I will say I had to rewatch this one on the ride back from Nashville. I went to Nashville for Thanksgiving, so I watched it on my iPad.
The Ride of Skywalker.
And I honestly was kind of surprised how good I thought it looked. But that may be because I'm watching it on a smaller screen. It's not blown up. But I honestly thought... Because for those who don't know, this is almost all blue screen. There's almost nothing practical on camera.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
But I disagree. I think on some of the sets, quote unquote, like when Obi-Wan and Anakin are talking about like him not getting promoted to a Jedi Knight, but he's on the council. I was kind of amazed at how well that artificial set looked. Like
some of that looks good. Yeah, it looks better than Clones, which is like we are fully just like in a Neil Breen movie. Like everyone's in front of a screensaver.
Yeah. I mean, when it gets to like the action stuff, like little CGI Anakin flipping and stuff like that stuff looks like shit.
Sure.
But I think the sets for the most part, it's kind of impressive how this was kind of like the first one to do it on this scale and make it look pretty good.
So as long as nothing moves, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I want to say, just for the sake of the show, I am giving you a hard time, but everyone is entitled to enjoy things. Like, I don't want to shit on you for finding joy in this movie because God knows the world is full of people being mean about Star Wars.
Listen.
Nathan, go on the internet and try to say one good thing about the Acolyte.
Oh.
See what happens.
I'm not looking at the comments on this episode fucking ever.
I will say I really liked the Acolyte.
Me too.
I was not expecting to.
I think the Acolyte has some of the best fight choreography Star Wars has ever had.
Yes.
And some of the best direction Star Wars has.
Yes.
And Manny Jacinto should be a A-list star.
Yes.
He's so fucking good in that show.
Yeah.
It is unreal.
His arms are insane.
Yeah.
Let's just say it.
You know who has insane arms in this movie is General Grievous.
Oh, he sure does. He's got 4 of them, actually.
Again, Space Goro.
I will say, while we're on the topic of Acolyte, I am glad that Hayden Christensen's gotten some fucking redemption in the Disney Star Wars.
Yes.
His little bits in Kenobi and Ahsoka were fucking awesome.
They were good, and
Were those shows perfect? No.
He's bad in these movies,
Yes.
but like it's not
his fault.
It's not entirely his fault.
No. I think there's also, and before I get too further, I do want to ask you, Drew, about the Acolyte. But real quick to wrap this up, I do want to say there are people that will say, well, George Lucas can't direct actors, and there are people who say Hayden Christensen can't act. And I think both can be true, but I think it weighs way more heavily on the fact that George Lucas, and you can see this in the behind the scenes making of these movies, all he is worried about is blocking.
Yeah.
He does not care about performance. He does not care about emotion. He does not care about plot. All he cares about is, hey, why don't you look this way and deliver your line? Feel free to turn away. And that's it.
Something's blowing up over there. You better check it out.
You can see like Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen just being like lost in terms of what they're supposed to be doing in the scene.
100%.
There's times where you can tell that no one told them where their eye line was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, there are scenes where Samuel L. Jackson is looking at the floor and Hayden Christensen's looking up to like his right diagonal. It's crazy.
So, Drew, what do you think about The Acolyte?
I did love The Acolyte. And before I get into that, I will also say, not to assume everyone's age here, but I think I'm the only person here who is the appropriate age demographic for the prequels.
Oh, okay.
3 came out when I was 7.
Oh.
So if we're to assume Star Wars is for kids, then these movies were for me.
Yeah.
That's true. I did forget to mention that Drew is a fucking child.
I feel like Julian Glover at the end of Last Crusade right now. Like I'm about to fucking burst into dust.
I was 13 when episode 3 came out.
Yeah, close enough there too. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I was 14 or 15.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Yeah, same.
I had a girlfriend.
But I did also love The Acolyte. I agree with that. The fight choreography is the best.
Yeah.
Especially the best since the change of the lightsabers that they did.
Yes.
Making them like more practical, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Where you can hold them in one hand instead of like a broadsword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of people hate it. I love the newer glow of the lightsabers.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's fucking sick.
The only thing I don't like about it is how heavy they look.
Sure.
And, that'll get better over time, like we see with The Acolyte.
Yeah. No, I saw Attack in theaters. That was the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters. And I didn't get to see Phantom or Revenge in theaters. I saw those at home.
You didn't see the special edition releases in theaters?
I didn't.
I missed those too. Yeah. I should say this week they just announced the OG unaltered, it's restored, but
Yeah. There's an asterisk on that.
There's a lot of contention about that. Yeah.
Is that true? Oh gosh.
Because they said it's the original release, but it has been restored. And I don't know if that means we touched up the image or if it's restored as in we recovered it from the clutches of George Lucas. I don't know what that means.
God, I hope it's just a 4K because he, as like almost a fuck you, included them untouched in the last Blu-ray release, and they look like garbage.
Hopefully it's better restored than the Beatles anthology that just came out. Fuck.
You don't like when John has 2 sets of teeth?
Oh my God, it's so fucked.
God.
There's one screenshot of Paul McCartney that's just wild.
George Harrison is Asian in the anthology. I don't know if you guys know about that.
All right. I want to skip to one last little thing before we get into
hang on, DC, real quick.
God damn it.
I just feel like I need to explain because Drew's young.
Yeah.
So
the
Drew,
Beatles
were a band in the 60s that were real popular.
I've heard of the Smiths. I listen to them on Twitch.
Okay.
God damn it.
What a wild sentence.
That's a sentence I've never thought I'd hear before.
Drew, you fuck with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles World Tour?
Nathan, you'll appreciate this. Like 2 years ago,
2 years.
Drew texted me. He's like, yo, dude, you ever heard of this band, The Smiths? I was like, you motherfucker.
Oh, good.
I just want to say, before we get into this is something I discovered on my research for this movie. I was not aware. I mean, I guess it's obvious in hindsight, but I was not aware of how much George Lucas despises, or at least is very critical of, George Bush.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense when you think about how Star Wars was a critique of the Vietnam War. And this movie is being filmed while George Bush is running for his second term. It gets released after he's already won his second term. And it feels like it's critical of the Iraq War as well.
I truly remember sitting in the theater and thinking, oh, that's really smart. That's commentary.
But if you take lines of dialogue like, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy. That is essentially when George Bush said, if you ain't against us, or if you are against us, you're with the terrorists, basically.
There you go.
That probably is actually how George Bush said it. He just said it fucking wrong and backed up. And
Can't fool me twice.
I can't get fooled again.
And then a tennis shoe got thrown at his head.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, Anakin's fall to the dark side is basically like, the galactic 9/11.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, and there's that weird moment where Palpatine turns toward the camera and says, "Mission accomplished."
I knew you were going to fucking do it. I knew you were doing it.
Anyways, info start.
Fuck
Shut
off,
up, JT.
So this movie comes out in 2005. The director is George Lucas. The film stars Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, Ewan McGregor, Ian McDiarmid, and Hayden Christensen. Not mentioned here, Kit Fisto. I feel like that's kind of a disgrace from Roger Ebert's website.
Yeah, Kit Fisto. He showed up for a paycheck.
He sure did.
Gets fucking wrecked immediately.
The budget.
Kit Fisto. He was the rapper in M. Night Shyamalan's Trap.
Yeah. He was the opener for Midsize Sedan. Yeah.
That's right.
From the beach that makes you old, just like the lightning in this movie. So the budget was $113 million. It managed to gross $906 million worldwide, close to $1 billion, and holds the record for the highest opening day gross on a Thursday with $50 million.
Gross.
It has a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes and was nominated for Best Achievement in Makeup at the 78th Academy Awards, which is the same year as Brokeback Mountain. And it lost to The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and The Wardrobe.
Okay.
Banger.
Well, it took a lot of makeup to make Liam Neeson into a lion.
It sure did. So Roger Ebert's written review, he gave this thing 3.5 out of 4 stars.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he loved it.
He sure did.
Yeah.
And he said about Padme and Anakin scenes, to say that George Lucas cannot write a love scene is an understatement. Greeting cards have expressed more passion.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Love has blinded you.
Their scenes are so fucking bad.
All their scenes are bad.
They're really bad.
All their scenes are bad.
Except for one, which I will talk about later.
He also describes the opera Anakin and Palpatine attend as a cross between Cirque du Soleil and an ultrasound scan of an unborn baby.
Ashley said, "Where the fuck are they? What are they watching?"
It's that dual parliament / opera stage.
Someone's playing a didgeridoo while bubbles float around.
Y'all just don't like art.
I guess that's what it is. And lastly, he said about George Lucas, his Star Wars movies are amongst the most influential, both technically and commercially ever made, and they are fun, which I don't necessarily disagree with.
No, those are the most influential Star Wars movies for sure.
They sure are. They sure are. Okay, before we get into the trailer, I want to say two things. Firstly, I know this means absolutely nothing because it's IMDb trivia, but it really made me laugh. It says, George Lucas initially said that no characters from the original trilogy would appear in this movie apart from baby Luke and Leia.
What?
However, the final movie also has Yoda, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, Palpatine, Chewbacca, Grand Moff Tarkin, Mon Mothma, R2-D2, C-3PO, Owen Lars, and Beru, all of whom appear in either A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
What movie was he trying to make?
I don't know, man. George Lucas is a weird one.
What the fuck?
He was too focused on the Wookiee copters to notice anything else.
Secondly, there's a very famous scene in this movie where Anakin kills a bunch of Jedi Padawans, and we haven't done a drink of the film in a while, so I thought it was appropriate, and based off you guys' recommendations, I am going to have not just one, the big boy cans too, but 2 Yinglings.
Yeah.
Because Anakin kills a bunch of younglings, and this is the closest thing.
There you go.
This is 48 ounces of beer.
You better start, bud.
I'm going to kill these things during the episode.
I'm on my second right now.
Please tell me their room temperature.
They're not. They got a little frost on them, just a little bit though.
Okay.
You're on your second one, JT?
Yeah, I'm on my second one.
Hell yeah.
I'm already drinking white wine, so
JT would be the one of us to kill younglings.
Okay.
JT didn't even know we were recording today. He was just drinking.
I just thought we were chatting, guys. I mean,
All right. Well, let's revisit the trailer for Revenge of the Sith.
There was no Red Band trailer available?
Full frontal Dooku.
Dicku.
what a horrible name for a Sith, though.
Dark side of the
God, these are a little bit room temperature.
many abilities some consider
To be.
unnatural.
Hell yeah.
To learn this power.
Not from a Jedi.
Boys, he's so good in this movie.
He's so cunty.
That's treason. We are at war, Anakin.
I will say, the opening one are fucking rich.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty good.
I don't think the boy can handle it. I don't trust him.
I don't trust him.
I need your help, son. I'm appointing you to be my personal representative on the Jedi Council.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What? Obi-Wan and the council don't trust me.
What a weird cut that was.
Yeah.
This movie's filled with weird cuts.
It's the movie where you notice the weird wipes the most, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, when we were watching it earlier, like my wife looked over at me, she's like, "Why is the editing so fucking bad?"
My wipe.
God damn it.
Every single Jedi.
I remember seeing this trailer and being like, okay, how does he end up like that? So he just doesn't get old in this movie.
Well, he went to the beach that makes you old.
That's right.
Do not hesitate. Show no mercy. Who could have done this?
Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
The Yoda speech is kind of out of control in this movie. It's like more than any of the others.
Yeah.
I kept expecting characters to be like, what? What do you mean?
Can you for once not speak in a fucking riddle?
I think this is my first time watching a trailer for a movie pre-2013. They really do put the whole fucking thing in this shit, huh?
Yeah.
The whole time, I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, they left no secrets, did they? Because I don't remember watching this trailer at all.
The saga is complete May 19th. The fuck it is.
We all know how it ends.
Right.
Well, I was trying to think of any kind of promotional material that like maybe revealed who was who. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there was people that didn't know Palpatine was going to become Darth Sidious, and they saw like the toys come out at Toys R Us the week before, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
Well, to be fair, is the word
To be-
the word Palpatine is never said in the original trilogy, right?
I don't think so. I think it's just the Emperor.
They just say the Emperor.
I think it is once.
Oh, is it?
I think I could be wrong though, but I think it's. You know what? I'm going to look it up.
Wait, is Palpatine in the movie once?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't know if you know this. Palpatine's actually in the original trilogy. You see him in the background a couple of times.
Yeah,
Only in
yeah.
the special editions though. He's doing cartwheels and shit.
He's doing cartwheels.
But also, like, Emperor Palpatine was just in the fucking zeitgeist by
Sure.
the time these movies came out, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because of the expanded universe that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, I still have some of the essential guidebooks at my house.
Yeah.
I have the, like, essential guide to vehicles and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. I guess it is only referred to as the Emperor, yeah.
Vindication.
Look at that drip.
Goddamn, them shoulder pads. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
God damn.
My man's got gains.
The fits are absurd.
He is a gay icon.
He is.
sure is. He's so cunty, as
He
Nathan said.
really
He
is.
slays in this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's Palpatine and the Babadook. baby.
Both kill children.
Fuck, I'd watch that sitcom.
Absolutely.
So we get the opening crawl, and there's a line in here that says, "There are heroes on both sides." And I'm
Oh.
like, it's giving, there are very good people on both sides.
Execute order January 6th.
You had that one in the pocket, man. You had
Yeah.
that one locked.
I didn't. It just came to me.
No.
It flashed in my brain.
Let me see your notes. Put your notes up to the camera.
So this is how democracy dies.
That's good.
God, now there's two of them.
They fly now.
So just to get the opening act out of the way, and then we can kind of break it down a little bit further. General Grievous and Count Dooku have kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine, and they're on their way out of Coruscant.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to know how that happens, check out Clone Wars 2003.
Mhm.
Right, because the opening crawl of this movie is like, we all know General Grievous, right?
Yeah.
The half droid with asthma.
Which I will say, in Clone Wars, like, Grievous is such a badass the
Mhm.
first time he appears.
Dude, he's so sick.
Are you talking about the Jenny Tartakovsky one or the?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then this movie makes him into such a bitch.
He's a little bitch.
Dude, he lays waste to everybody, but then Mace Windu,
Yeah.
like, dude, his fight. Anyways, different show. we have to move on.
Well, real quick, that is a good question. How familiar are we with both the 2D and the 3D animated versions of Clone Wars? Did you guys watch a lot?
Yes.
Clone Wars was the thing that got me into Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Same.
That makes sense because you're a little bit younger than us. You probably watched it on Cartoon Network or something like that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I was more into the 2D one.
I saw Clone Wars before any of the movies.
Oh,
right.
wow.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
That's wild.
Before any movie?
For any movie.
For any movie, yes. That was my first time looking at a screen. I was baffled.
Okay.
It was Clone Wars, then Boss Baby, and then the original Star Wars right after.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the exact order.
So I watched a handful of the 3D ones because I found this thread on, I think, Reddit, and they're like, here are the essential episodes you have to watch because there's too many. And I watched probably like 7 or 8 of them. I was like, this is fine. I am not like offended by this.
Right.
My only problem is Dave Filoni has disappeared so far up his own asshole that I can't enjoy. That's why I couldn't watch Ahsoka. I barely gave a shit about her in The Mandalorian. I can't abide by all of that shit. I can't do it.
All of his stuff, to me, past season 1.5 of The Mandalorian is like the kind of key jangling fan wank stuff that I just can't abide by.
Fuck with Rebels, though.
Rebels is great.
I didn't see that either.
Rebels fucking rules.
All right. So yeah, the opening scene here, General Grievous and Count Dooku kidnap Chancellor Palpatine, and during their escape, Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
That's Star Wars. Dustin.
Floridian slip. Sorry.
Did you say Floridian slip?
That's our show, everybody. Take care. My name's Dustin Goes Hollywood. I hope you enjoyed this episode. No, Obi-Wan, along with R2-D2, board their ship in the midst of a space battle above Coruscant. And once they finally capture...
Oh, fuck, you broke, Nathan.
Once they finally capture Palpatine, Anakin kills Dooku at his behest.
Rescue Palpatine, not capture.
Sure. And he kills Dooku at Palpatine's behest while Grievous escapes in an escape pod.
Oh, so we're just skipping over Christopher Lee's entire fucking bit in this movie then,
I'm coming back. I just want to get the opening act out of the way. We're coming back. But Anakin and Obi-Wan crashed Grievous's broken ship into Coruscant, much like the fucking opening scene of Alien Earth. And they're considered heroes. Now we can get into it. I just wanted to get the opening scene out of the way.
You just wanted to make that Alien Earth joke.
This whole sequence paints a really poor picture of how smart the Jedi are because they show up to rescue Palpatine, who's in a cool ass swivel chair that he can control. And they're like, yep, he's definitely been kidnapped.
It's also, I know we see it in the cartoon, but like just the idea of how the fuck did Grievous get into the Senate and kidnap this man?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if you guys watched Andor season 2, but like we see it's very difficult to get out of the Senate.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
I will say right up top, I have 2 episodes of Andor season 2 left. I know I'm way behind. Please, no spoilers.
Oh my God, dude. I've said this off mic and I want to put it on the record.
DC, shut the fuck up.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Andor is the best Star Wars has ever been. And yes, I'm including the original trilogy.
I'm tempted to agree with you. Yes.
I love it. It's my favorite Star Wars. It's so fucking good.
I liked Reagan's Star Wars.
I did like the Ewok Caravan special. I did like that
Caravan of Courage. Yes.
Wow.
But that would be like if someone stole like Melania Trump out of the White House. Like, how the fuck would you do that?
Right. I was taking notes so furiously at the beginning of this because there were just so many things that just drove me insane. The R2-D2 taking off with little jets that he definitely doesn't have later.
Yep. Dude, he's a serial killer in this movie. He is like gleefully murdering.
Oh, I have one note that's repeated about 4 or 5 times on my notes list.
Okay.
And it's just, so R2 just doesn't say shit about this
to
anyone for like 30 fucking years.
He is the only one in these 9 whatever movies that is just like, I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it. R2 ain't no snitch.
He ain't no snitch.
At a certain point, say something, brother.
Yeah.
No, he's being catty. He doesn't get enough attention. So he's like, well, I'm not telling you guys all the secrets.
I'm not speaking to you.
He's racking up a body count in this movie.
Wait, hang on. If R2 did want to say something to someone, what would that sound like, Nathan?
It's been holding it in for 30 years. And then he just goes, wow!
I think his microphone peaked.
Enjoy editing that later.
Well, speaking of R2D2, we also have R4 here who gets his fucking head cut off here during the space battle.
Oh, yeah.
And I just wrote, no! R4!
R4.
Which, couldn't they just, like, use the Force to wave them all off?
I
Sure.
don't know, man.
Like, instead, Obi-Wan just watches his droid friend get fucking decapitated.
And doesn't say a fucking word!
Well, I think you could make an argument that Ewan McGregor didn't know what he was supposed to be looking at.
Touche.
I laughed really hard when Anakin says, "Oh, look, it's the one crawling with vulture droids." And he goes, "Oh, I see it." And I was like, no, you don't see fucking anything.
I also like that the way we know there's been at least a few years in a passage of time here is now Anakin's in his yellow submarine era, speaking of the Beatles, with this shaggy haircut he's got.
He's in his Harry Potter Goblet of Fire era.
Yes.
They're in war. No one has time for haircuts.
George Lucas said behind the scenes, he goes, we can't have him be cute in this one. Now he's got to be like moody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was the rat tail supposed to be cute?
Brother, he wasn't cute in the first one.
Well, and also, the only way you can tell, the space battle is so intense, the only way you can tell who the bad ships are is because all the bad ships sound stupid. Like, every droid ship is like, like they're all just making like dumbass sounds.
That's also like the little droids in this thing, too. The Roger droids. They all sound like... But we also get our first introduction to another droid, Grievous.
Yeah.
And the idea of a coughing robot is really funny to me.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
He's a cyborg, but go on.
You're right. I do dig General Grievous a lot. I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with just the concept of him, but...
Is it true, or is it just like internet legend that he was supposed to be voiced by Gary Oldman, but it was like a union thing?
It is true.
That's true, I believe.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is true. And it ended up just being a guy they had on crew.
Yeah.
But I will say... I love his Dracula-esque performance.
Oh, for sure. There's times where he sounds almost Jamaican. Like, there's like shit where he's essentially like, I've learned your bumbleclot Jedi ways.
Well, that's just for the trend of racial voices.
Oh my God, yes.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, I mean, we got the viceroys. Oh my God.
Thank God we finally killed Newt Gunray for his racism.
Yes, finally.
I could have done without the part where Grievous looks at Obi-Wan. He's like, Jamaican me crazy. But again, George Lucas dialogue, not the best.
I do like this, the scene where, General Grievous looks at Obi-Wan and goes, you must bounce on it crazy style.
No.
Mon.
No.
And that's when he bursts out his forearms, right?
Right. Oh boy.
Anyway,
well, there's that weird part where Emperor Palpatine is worried that the plan's not gonna work, and then General Grievous says everything gonna be Irie.
Do you think General Grievous would have been a benefit or a hindrance on the Jamaican bobsled team? Do you think having forearms makes it go faster?
Cool runnings. He also does the disturbed cough, which I love.
He sure does. Anyway, they catch up to Chancellor Palpatine, and Christopher Lee comes out and they're like, "Oh, you can't take him on." He goes, "He's a Sith Lord," and Obi-Wan goes, "That's our speciality." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking? You killed one.
Yeah, they've lost every time.
You killed one, and not even really if you get into the expanded lore about it. Like,
right.
You cut a guy in half that came back with spider legs. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, side note here. The scene in the cartoon where Obi-Wan finally does kill Darth Maul, though.
Oh
one
my
of the
God.
coolest fucking scenes of all time.
Pretty
It's
great.
really good.
The way he baits him with Qui-Gon's stance. And, so good.
I can just never get over the fact that Count Dooku has two names. He's Count Dooku and he's Darth Tyrannus because... they cast Christopher Lee and George Lucas is like, well, we got to make a Dracula joke, right?
Well,
like that's basically all it was.
Well, you do have Palpatine and Sidious and then Vader. And I mean, it's kind of a tradition be.
I disagree with you.
I do think twice the pride, double the fall is a good line.
It's
he
good.
Is very hammy and I love it. Him and Ian McDiarmid, both like classically trained, Broadway theater actors that come in here and they're like, I'm going to give you like Shakespearean Macbeth kind of level of performances.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, George Lucas is like, who's Shakespeare? Also, Obi-Wan's hips and legs would have been broken right there. I'm just saying.
Well, so Obi-Wan, it's so funny. He gets knocked out in this battle. And then
immediately.
at the end when they're like ready to leave, Sidion's just like, just leave him. We don't have time, man. We gotta go. We gotta shag ass. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Fuck him.
I'm sorry, we have to shag ass?
Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
It's a new phrase.
No, I mean, this is a good fight though. Like I enjoy, I think Christopher Lee, for an actor who lived in sets and loved to get into the craft of acting, he does sell this moment really well. Of like the recognition that he's about to be killed for part of a larger game. I think he does sell the hell out of it.
Dude, that fucking move Anakin pulls is so sick.
Yeah.
Do you think he had a moment on set where like Ian McKellen did on The Hobbit where he was like crying? He was like, this is not what I signed up to make movies for.
Everything's green.
Everything's blue.
I saw that thing recently where like
I'm blue.
The rumor is that after Avengers Doomsday, Patrick Stewart is retiring from acting, and all I could think about was that picture of Ian McKellen.
I hope to God that's true. Yeah, I like how aggressive Anakin is at fighting. He does a lot of like overhand, double-handed attacks. It's pretty cool. And man, when he finally gets Dooku, like cuts his hands off and he like has the two sabers up to him, I love Ian McDiarmid just going, good, Anakin, good. Kill him.
Which, real quick, let's take a quick nerd aside. Drew, what style of lightsaber combat is Anakin using there?
Oh, boy.
Man, I don't know any of that nerd shit. This is one thing I hate about Star Wars fans. They're always like, so this set of badges really means that he's an Admiral Vice Admiral. It's like, kill yourself, brother.
Drew, you're fitting in way better than you could possibly know with this crew.
Drew, I would also like to say that I appreciate that your microphone makes it sound like R2-D2's playing a message of you.
Well, I'm on the gamer headset.
Wait, run that back. Play it again. It's just kill yourself, Obi-Wan, kill yourself.
Actually, if we could add that to the soundboard, I wouldn't be mad about it.
It sounds like a Modern Warfare 2 lobby.
Kill yourself, brother is so funny. I want t-shirts with that.
Speaking of having t-shirts with phrases on it, I do want one that just says, do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
God, it's so fucking funny.
Oh, that would look great if you wore that shirt next to Nathan wearing the shirt he's wearing right now.
Don't blame me, I'll come.
Do it.
And then there's a good part here where like he does cut his head off. He cuts Dooku's head off.
Yeah.
And Anakin's like, nah, I shouldn't have done that.
He does. He says it like, oh, I left the oven on. Like,
But Palpatine goes, he was too dangerous to be kept alive. And Anakin goes, yeah, but he was an unarmed prisoner. I was like, well, maybe you should have cut his fucking arms off then.
Yeah.
George wrote that line. He's like, I'm done for the day.
Also, cutting from the explosions on the deck to elevators not working is a good visual joke. That's a good editing joke.
Yeah. One of the only ones.
We also get the Wilhelm scream right then and get it out of the way really quickly. So that's pretty nice.
I want to talk about how Palpatine runs here.
Please.
He does kind of like shag up and he almost runs like Steven Seagal. It's pretty good.
Well, he's got those fortune teller sleeves.
Sure
He's
does.
having a hard time.
Sure.
But they get on the elevator and then it breaks. They get trapped in the field, in the force field.
Right.
And Obi-Wan goes, wait a minute, how did this happen? We're smarter than this. And I'm like, clearly not. The rest of this movie proves you guys are fucking stupid.
You're actually all morons.
I kind of love that, though. It gets a chuckle out of me.
It is funny, but I will say, on this show, I've pointed towards Avengers 2012 as being the moment when every
Culture
movie
died?
got... Well, it's when every movie got Whedonized in terms of dialogue. Like, that's the genesis of They Fly Now, right?
Yep.
Oh, God.
And, like... I would say it happens here. Like every line is so glib. We're still flying half a ship. Like things like that. I don't know. There's if we're going to have, it's fun that this is like this big opening James Bond style set piece, but also I kind of want the characters to be aware of the stakes at any moment.
And aware of the sets and the props and everything else.
What sets and what props.
Right. I know.
Prop cops on this one's going to be hard because we're all walking home with a blue screen.
Yeah.
I will say Grievous smashing the shields and ejecting every escape pod into space is pretty hardcore. That's a great villain move.
Oh, biggest scamp moment of the movie, I think.
For sure.
I do like when Obi-Wan's fighting the droids on this bridge. There's one that he decapitates and he tries to like walk away, but realizes the body is still fighting him. And he has to turn back around and fight it. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
And I was going to say it feels like a bad idea to be using lightsabers on the bridge of a spaceship. And then right then, one of them breaks the windows and everything starts getting sucked out into space. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably why it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they crash the ship back onto the planet and everyone's like, hooray, we're saved.
This is also, I think this is the first instance of us ever seeing a weapon that can block a lightsaber too.
Oh, yeah, the little staffs?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Good point. Yeah. And I love when they're crashing. R2 is flipping the fuck out and Palpatine keeps side-eyeing him like, I don't want to hear your sounds when I die.
Can you shut this fucking kid up? God.
It's so good.
So they crash on the planet, which remember is a city. So
Sure.
there's so many civilians dead here.
It was Space 9/11. That's crazy.
I don't fuck around with 9/11 jokes, Nathan.
And Anakin bumps into Padme, and I'm like, how does no one in this universe know that they're a couple? When they're like, he's doing the hug and swing her around in a circle move.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, they're not subtle about it.
That's a classic friend move.
Yeah. Well, and then he lays a lot of groundwork of, I've been gone for months, and if this hadn't happened, I would have been on the outer rims even longer. And she's like, I'm pregnant.
And he's like,
his first response should have been, "Where's
Who
the
you
paternity
fucking
test?"
It is very much like a soldier that gets deployed, and while he's away, he comes back. She's like, "I'm pregnant." He's like, "I was only gone for like."
Padme got Jodied.
Yeah, you've been hanging out with Bail Organa every day, and I've seen Jimmy Smits.
Jimmy Smits is laying pipe for sure. Don't even worry about it.
Oh yeah,
he will repopulate Alderaan by himself. Don't worry.
Jesus.
Anakin Elon Musk style mailed his cum.
Oh god. I mean, Drew's not wrong. He did kind of get a coworker pregnant, and I mean, what more evidence do you need there than that? But man, there's just some dialogue in here, like where he's like, "You're so beautiful," and she says, "It's only because I'm in love," and he goes, "No, it's because I'm so in love with you."
It's because I'm so in love with you.
I'm like, man, second draft, George Lucas, come on.
What does that mean?
I get it's a space opera, but god damn.
And then he says, "Because I'm so in love with you," and she says, "Love has blinded you," and then I think he says that's probably true or something like that. Like, none of the dialogue even connects. It's so strange.
No, it was science. Science blinded me. Did you not hear the song?
Oh, you're right. Science.
And so Anakin starts having dreams of Padme dying in childbirth.
Yeah.
And he goes to Yoda for advice, but Yoda just tells him to be careful about his emotions because that could lead him to the dark side. And I'm just like,
oh, no, I think he says about your emotions, be careful.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. What a stupid error on my part.
He says something even worse. He says, if that bitch dies, get over it.
He sure does. He says, don't miss people when they die.
Yeah.
That's fuck. It is no wonder. It's honestly surprising the Jedi didn't have someone turn sooner against them because that's fucking crazy.
It's not even be happy they lived. It's be happy they're dead now. They're in the Force.
Do not mourn them.
Do you think Moby used to have these dreams?
Moby?
Where, like, that's like he. Do you think Moby used to have these dreams and that's why he got obsessed with Natalie Portman?
That would explain a number of things.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, as we all know, they did not date.
They didn't. He just said it about for some reason.
Moby-Wan. Moby-Wan Kenobi.
Good night, everybody. She says she wants to have the baby in the country, and she's like, no one will ever know. And I'm like, you're literally a princess. Like, you are royalty. People will notice if you're gone.
Nope. She is not royalty anymore.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Which, how does that fucking work on Naboo? She was the queen, but now she's the senator. There's a new queen.
I guess Kate Beckinsale took over. I don't know.
No. Boss Nass is now princess.
Oh,
okay.
He's a Bombad princess.
I know it's been 20 years since this movie came out, but I think Yoda looks pretty good in this movie for being a completely CG created thing.
Disagree.
That's fine. You can disagree.
In some scenes. In this scene where they're in the dark, I think he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
There's some goofy moments later on, but
all the him flipping around and doing shit, that shit you can keep.
He somehow looks better than She-Hulk, which came out 2 years ago.
Oh, God. And then, there's a scene here where I think it's Obi-Wan is talking to Anakin, and he says, the Senate is expected to vote today to give more power to Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
And Anakin goes, well, that's good then. It'll lead to more action. And I'm like, Anakin would 100% be a MAGA douche in our world.
Yeah. Anakin is stoked about the Department of War giving Palpatine full executive powers.
Yeah. He would be the QAnon shaman guy in this world. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
God. But Palpatine meets with Anakin and tells him he wants Anakin to be his personal representative to the Jedi Council. And in return, the Council agrees to do this unusual request, but without making Anakin a Jedi Master. And he is mad.
Right.
He's big mad.
It's we will not make you a master, and we will also make you a spy against your friends. And we do not expect you to turn on us.
Well, here's the thing. What did he expect? This would be like if Trump made his 22-year-old bodyguard the head of the Department of Justice, but he didn't give him any actual power or a vote from Congress certifying it.
Did he not do that already?
It's rude to talk about Cash Patel like that.
It'd be like making the head of the WWE the head of the Department of Education.
You're right. But that being said, I have been in similar situations where I won a Trailer House an award for a trailer I cut of my own will and volition, and they still didn't want to make me an editor. They're like, you can still be an AE. I was like, I'm quit. I'm leaving the company. Goodbye. I didn't kill any younglings then, but maybe I should have.
You thought about it. I guarantee you thought about it.
Did think about it. Really did.
So anyway, you can find Dustin's resume in the notes for this episode.
Yeah.
If you're hiring.
I'm not looking for a job, but it's always good to have, some contacts.
Dustin's resume is posted on 4chan.
Oh, God.
So Anakin meets with Palpatine, who asks him, what do you know about Q?
God damn it. So Obi-Wan tells Anakin the Jedi Council want him to report back on them to them on Palpatine's dealings off the record. Mm-hmm. And Anakin's not thrilled by this idea. And Padme says, maybe you're backing the wrong horse. And he dismisses that idea. He says, Maha.
And she says, please hold me like you did on Naboo when we didn't have to worry about anything. And I was like, you were on Naboo because you were in hiding.
Yeah, and Anakin was debating on if he was going to go genocide the Sand People or not.
Yeah, right.
Can we talk about the phrase Sand People for 3 seconds?
Short. Go ahead.
Let's get into it.
Has that been decanonized yet? Because holy shit, what a phrase.
It's bad. It's real. George Lucas maybe had some problems with other ethnicities.
Yeah.
I think.
You fucking think?
I think. I'm no film critic, but I think maybe he did.
Mind tricks don't work on me, only money.
Oh, God. That's the worst one, right? That's gotta be the worst one.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Viceroy's pretty bad, too.
It sure is.
It's not great.
Just for the report, for the listener here, one youngling is dead, and I'm not moving on to number 2.
There it is.
Woo! Yeah, I'll be honest. In these smaller scenes, without the fighting and the quick cutting, the movie does look pretty good to me. I know it's weird to say, but
no, this scene actually doesn't look bad.
With the nonsense CGI bullshit, Lucas still manages to make a good looking movie with such new technology and kind of pioneering that.
Yeah.
I do think the lighting and the quote unquote sets and the makeup even this looks good.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the first scene, but there's scenes that are so poorly lit that it's hard to tell what's happening. Especially that first scene with Anakin and Padme. But no, this scene we're watching right now, the conversation between Obi-Wan and Anakin, I think looks pretty great.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about when I said I think this scene in particular, for making something out of nothing, it looks pretty fucking good.
Sure.
And
the fight on Kashyyyk, I think, looks pretty great.
Pretty good.
It's ruined by a Wookiee doing an actual Tarzan yell.
That is just George Lucas being a kid of the 50s, and he can't help it.
He can't help himself.
Can't help it. But this is the scene where Obi-Wan tells Anakin, our allegiance is to the Senate, not its leaders, who managed to stay in the office long after his term has expired. I'm like, you know what?
Can you imagine?
We all thought he was crazy at the time, but
Sure.
Lucas had the gift of foresight, and it took 20 years for this movie to become gospel, but here we are.
Palpatine 2028.
He can't run for 2028. You've got fucking, Newt Gunray in the back going, we have some plans and works to make it happen.
No, do the voice.
No, I'm good.
See what fucking happens.
Yeah.
You want me to do Steve Bandit's voice, right? Because that's who I was referencing. Yeah, I could do that. Hold on, let me put on 2 polos real quick. Hold on. But yeah, this is where we get the opera scene.
Sure.
Oh, yes. Squid Lake.
That I think is maybe the highlight of the movie in terms of acting.
Yeah.
And performances and dialogue. But yeah, this is where Anakin confides in Palpatine about the Jedi's request to spy. What a terrible spy. He immediately just tells him, hey, I'm spied on you.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Also, does anyone else find it weird that the Chancellor has the side seat and he's not like in the middle?
Or he's not in like the boxes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have good seats.
Yeah. Does anyone like that just struck me as odd.
Yeah.
I like the bubbles.
But Palpatine tells the story of Darth Plagueis, a Force user who could supposedly create life using midichlorians and even keep the ones he loved from dying.
Yeah.
And this is, I think it's not subtext. I think it's pretty much there if you look even a little bit.
Yeah.
But without saying it, he is basically saying, I created you from nothing using the Force.
That's my read of the scene as well.
Oh, it's not even a read. This was literally in the original draft. He was basically going to tell Anakin,
I'm your daddy.
Well, and that's Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the Darth Plagueis novel's canon anymore, right?
It is not.
No, it's Legends.
Okay.
Well, don't we see Darth Plagueis like weirdly peeking out behind a rock at the end of the Acolyte?
You do indeed.
we sure do, and it fucking rules.
Yeah.
It fucking rules.
Spoilers, but okay.
And that's like, the big plot point at the end of the Acolyte is that, spoilers, I guess, the 2 girls were created by the Force.
Yep.
God, I wish we were getting a second fucking season of that show.
I know. It's my biggest upset. Yeah.
But what's so funny about this scene, it's undercut by, it is, I think, the best acted scene in the movie. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 scenes later, he's talking about using the dark side of the Force, and Anakin says, do you know about the dark side? And I want Palpatine to be like, have you been paying attention to literally fucking anything I've said this entire movie? We're an hour in, Anakin.
Like, brother, I know the didgeridoos playing during Squid Lake were loud, but like, you didn't hear my whole fucking conversation we had? We just nodding in agreement, you dick?
To finish what I was going to say, it was in the original draft that he was going to tell Anakin, I created you out of nothing using the Force. And he was going to even have a line that says, in a way, I'm kind of your father.
Boo.
But George Lucas, even he thought that was too cute of a nod.
Too much
of a nod to The Empire Strikes Back with that reveal. But that would really cut Nathan.
That would make me mad for some reason.
The way Ian McDiarmid is able to play the scene like a fucking fiddle, because when Anakin says, is it possible to learn this power? You can almost see just the way he turns his head. It's almost like he's like, I fucking got you. I fucking got your ass.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And what's funny to me is he has a regular voice, and then when he talks to other people, like his generals or whatever, he's doing the Sidious voice, and I just love that he does that for the love of the game.
Yeah.
It's not that he's been deformed yet. He just likes doing it.
Well, also, I do like that he's telling Anakin this story about Darth Plagueis like it's some old mythic legend, but
sure,
clearly he is describing himself as the apprentice to Darth Plagueis having killed his master.
Which asks the question, how old is Palpatine?
Well, that was my thing. Is like, this is not a legend or a myth. This is like probably like 20 years ago at most he did this shit,
It's not even that, because I think in the Plagueis novel, he kills him it's like not too long before Phantom Menace, I think.
It's got to be recent, yeah.
Like, it's not an old story. Like, it happened a few years ago.
I like that, though.
I haven't read the Plagueis novels, but I'm pretty sure there is a canon novel about Sheev as a young lad.
Oh.
And when Plagueis is first...
Getting pussy, because we do know he fucks. We know he fucks.
Yeah, when he's fucking and sucking all up and down the Naboo streets. taking young shotties to orb shows.
Oh, it was like a gigolo. Yeah. Naboo gigolo. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Taking shotties where, Drew?
To orb shows.
Got it.
Nathan is dying.
He's busted Fago in the fucking brick road. Going like, what's up, baby? You want to learn about eternal life?
I do need Ian McDiarmid before he passes. I do need Ian McDiarmid before he passes to give me a whoop whoop.
Holy shit. Drew killed Nathan.
Merry Christmas, juggalettes.
How do you think space magnets work? How do you think that works?
You want to find out?
I had to step away from the microphone.
Oh man!
Oh my!
I would like a young Palpatine movie where he's working as a gigolo
Dustin, just shut up for just a second.
on Naboo.
Oh god! The Papa Palpatine Chronicles.
Start calling him Darth Daddy.
Hold on.
Give JT a second. He needs a little bit. He needs a minute.
Yeah, just shooting Fago. I can't.
I always forget his name is Sheev,
Yeah.
which just does sound like dope as hell.
It's like a sleeve. You know what I mean? He's got to take it out.
Yeah. Sheev the. Hey, come over here for Sheev the sleeve.
Oh, that's a street name.
And he is a wizard, so it's a little bit of a wizard sleeve, if you will.
Sleeve of wizard. My wife. Okay, I'm back.
All right. Well, lock in, boys. Lock in.
All the ladies on Naboo know him as Sheev the Sleeve.
Sheev the sleeve.
So they have a meeting at the Jedi Council,
Uh-huh.
and Yoda says, we got to go to the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk and recruit the Wookiees.
He says good relations with the Wookiees I have, which I'm assuming, Drew, there's another novel of Yoda and a bunch of
Sold me pot back in the day, Chewbacca did.
He's fucked a Wookiee.
bunch of Wookiee ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking he was like his drug dealer, like sold me pot the Wookiees did.
Oh yeah, the Wookiees definitely sold him pot.
100%.
Yoda had age gap relationships with young Wookiees.
Kashyyyk does sound like the stickiest icky I can imagine. You know what I mean?
It does. Yeah, no, I went to Amsterdam once and had some Kashyyyk.
Actually, I think it's canon, but Yoda actually spoke normally before he smoked that Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forever altered him.
Have you ever seen that YouTube video that's like ASMR Yoda's on ketamine and he's robbing you? Did I send you that, DC?
Yeah, but my favorite like Yoda meme is still that comic image of him getting thrown to the ground. He goes, "You fucking freak!" He goes, "What?"
Jesus Christ.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't think I've seen that.
JT, look it up. Look it up.
You want me to look?
Yeah,
up?
look up Yoda freak meme.
Can we watch the Yoda ketamine video real quick?
and then we'll do the ketamine one. You're right.
Audio podcast, boys. Audio podcast.
It's all audio. That's the one I want.
Which one is it?
No, there it is. There it is. Right there. The top one. The top right one. Yeah. No, top right. Top right. Yeah.
God, JT doesn't know directions.
Yeah, click that. Make that bigger. He goes, "Welcome to your new home, freak." He goes, "What?
What?"
And then, wait, the caption. To One Direction my parents have sold me?
Oh, weird.
What the fuck?
Okay, now Yoda ASMR ketamine feet.
God.
Oh yeah, look up Yoda on WikiFeet. Yeah, while we're at it, look him up. Also search Mr. Beats, Minecraft, Roblox, get free Robux, Feastables.
R. There's one more letter, JT.
I know.
Wait. Oh, ASMR Yoda eats a hamburger, Yoda robs you.
That's it. Yoda robs you. Oh no, that's not it.
Is it this top one?
No. Type in ketamine.
Wait. Yoda goes through an emotional lo-fi withdrawal.
I don't care.
Yoda robs the ketamine factory to fuel his addiction.
How the fuck do you spell ketamine?
You don't know how to spell ketamine?
I don't spell it regular.
I thought you were from Alabama.
It's literally right below. It's the first result that tells you how to spell it.
Is this not it, Nathan?
No, it's not it.
Ketamine. Search that. Yeah.
DC, you're cutting all this out.
Nope, this is all staying in unfiltered.
It's ketamine of Vietnam stronghold. Okay, I'm gonna send it to the group. I will find it.
Yeah. Nathan, don't do it. While you do that,
Thank God that wasn't a waste of time.
while we do that, Yoda says he has to go to the Kashyyyk home world to get the Wookiees to fight the Separatists, and a battle ensues on
Yoda, ketamine, ASMR.
In the meantime, Palpatine tells Anakin that they found Grievous, and he recommends the Jedi Council send Anakin to deal with him, and the Council's like, we'll send Obi-Wan instead.
Right.
Every time Obi-Wan is in these Jedi Council scenes, he is always sitting in the cuntiest fucking manner with his legs crossed. He's got these knee-high red boots that are fucking killer.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He looks so good. Oh, okay. Here's the video. This video's so stupid.
No, it's good.
This is great.
He's walking up.
Sounds like the beginning of like an Eminem song from back in the day. Uh-oh.
Give me your money, you will. Give me your fucking money, you will. Need your money, I do.
This is
the worst podcast.
Yeah. This is the stupidest we've ever been, right? This has got to be the dumbest shit.
Oh no, Yoda!
Yoda killed me. I'm dead now. I've come back as a Force ghost.
This is what I bring to the tables, boys.
Great.
Sometimes I will literally just be sitting alone at home and I'll think, give me your money, you will, and I'll start laughing. All right. What are we talking about? Episodes?
I don't know.
I'm so glad you made me look that up and then just send it anyway for that.
So Anakin tells Padme he wants to be more than the Jedi he is, and that he's found a way to keep her from dying in childbirth.
Sorry, did you pronounce her name Padme?
Yeah, can we talk like Dustin? What'd you say? Did you say Padme?
Well, he falls in love with her because she reminds him of pod racing.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Now this is Padme.
The first time they lay together, he yelled, "Now that's what I call pod racing."
We are not going to be able to finish this fucking movie.
No.
So Obi-Wan travels to the planet Grievous is on to find him, and Grievous sends the Separatist leaders to Mustafar to be safe from the Republic Army.
Sure.
And I'm sorry to all the Clone Wars fans, and Drew, I guess that includes you as well, but Cody is such a fucking stupid Star Wars name.
Well, it's a reference to a 1950s character, right? Like I think like a radio.
I don't give a flying fuck. Cody in a Star Wars sounds so fucking stupid.
Cody.
That's like being like, oh, let me introduce you to my grandson. I know my name is Obi-Wan, but here's Kevin. Like, I don't give a flying fuck.
I mean, personally, I love it because, like, in Lord of the Rings, you have, Frodo, you have Bilbo, and Kevin.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fair.
It's just so funny to me, Commander Cody. This is for Cody.
You're a loose cannon, Cody.
You're a loose cannon, Cody. You're going down for this one.
Cody too.
Turn in your blaster, Cody.
You're going down for this one, Cody.
I'll call you a hearse.
I will say before he arrives on this planet, I do think the best acted moment between Anakin and Padme is one where they are not in the room together.
What?
It's the scene where they're both looking out over the city and sort of you can see that both of them are sensing one another. Like they're both really locked in that moment. I think it's actually really nice. Anyway, what dumb shit were we talking about, ketamine?
It's unfortunate, It's unfortunate that Natalie Portman is reduced to... I don't think she ever really leaves her apartment. I mean, I guess she goes to the Senate in that one scene, but like...
She goes to a meeting, then she goes to meet her boyfriend, and then she lets herself die instead of taking care of her children.
We'll talk about that when we get there, but...
Well, she goes to a lava planet.
She does, yeah, you're right, I guess. But like, she had agency in Attack of the Clones. Right. She's like in a Coliseum fighting a giant tiger monster, and like in this one, she's like... I'm not leaving my couch, man.
I get it. I'm not even pregnant, and that's kind of my vibe.
But this is, of course, where we get the famous hello there.
Hello there.
Right after Obi-Wan, he uses his cheats to avoid fall damage. I don't know why no one clocked that.
Right.
But yeah, he jumps down in front of Grievous. They have this great moment. I love that sometimes George Lucas has the level of imagination of a child where he's like, well, Darth Maul had a double-sided lightsaber. I guess this guy's got to have 4 lightsabers.
Right.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, he's got a slap chop of lightsabers. And like, I do love the moment where Obi-Wan just kind of takes that in and then smiles about it before the fight starts. It's good. It's good stuff from McGregor for sure.
I think when he ignites the 4 lightsabers and 2 of them start spinning around like that, I think that moment kind of fucking rules.
It's pretty fun.
I also like how it looks like Obi-Wan's trying to think of a plan on how to like tackle the situation.
And then he says,
ultimately
fuck
just
it.
resolves.
Because he turns on God mode. He can't die in this scene. That's why. But yeah, there's a moment. It's Mace Windu who says this, and it's so fucking funny on repeat watches because he goes, I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. And I'm like, that's a good instinct.
All of his lines are either stating the obvious or repeating something someone has just said. Like when Anakin says, I've discovered that Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord, he goes, a Sith Lord? It's like, yeah, keep up.
You know what it is? It's like that like Dolan meme of Hank from Breaking Bad where he's like, who's Walter White? He sees
What's Breaking Bad?
He sees that picture of the drawing of Walter White and he goes, and then he looks at Walt and he goes, It's like
Are you
that for
Heisenberg?
the entire movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anakin goes to talk to Palpatine, and Palpatine confesses to Anakin that he is a Dark Force user and the only one that can help save Padme. And Anakin tells him he's going to go alert the council of Palpatine's true identity. I'm like, man, don't you know you never say the phrase, I'm calling the cops around a fucking lunatic?
He also says, I want to kill you, or I'd really like to kill you. And Palpatine looks like he's about to bust.
He's like, say less, fam.
It's the best thing he's heard today.
He said, don't bully me, I'll come.
So yeah, Grievous manages to escape right as the clones show up to fight the battle droids, and Obi-Wan chases him on the back of this fucking lizard thing.
Sure.
And the two end up fighting man to cyborg, and Obi-Wan exposes this fucking robot's organic heart and shoots him right in the fucking middle of it.
It's pretty great. I mean, it's very video game, but I love that he like tears his chest open and then shoots him in the heart 8 times.
And then he has the fucking nerve to go, so uncivilized, and toss the gun to the side. You just ripped this man's chest cavity open and shot him in the heart.
And when he does that, Grievous throws him to the side and goes, oh, do, 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 do. Like he just starts just like making noises. It's so weird.
Oh, God.
God, Grievous goes out like such a bitch.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But there's a part when Grievous turns in like scorpion mode and like gives us the best skedaddle.
He does. Yeah.
Like it's so funny.
Oh, he does do a little like whoop, 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 whoop. He's like Zoidberg right there.
He is.
He's got little eye crusties.
But yeah, Anakin goes and tells Windu that Palpatine is a Sith Lord right after Windu tells him that Grievous is destroyed.
Oh, there it is.
And the council is on their way to encourage Palpatine to give up his emergency power. And Windu takes Kit Fisto and 2 other Jedis to arrest Palpatine and tells Anakin he can't join them in this because he's too close to the Chancellor.
Yeah.
But if he's right, they will make him a Jedi Knight. He will have earned Mace Windu's trust. And Anakin thinks on it for a little while before he decides to go because he can't let Palpatine get arrested because he can't be out of his grasp before he's able to teach him how to save Padme.
Right.
And in Palpatine's office, the Chancellor kills the 3 of the Jedis with basically 0 resistance, doing a tons of flips and jumps.
Yeah, he starts with that sick ass spin move.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to talk about power scaling,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mace Windu was able to subdue him right before Anakin shows up. Couple of things here. I am the Senate is fucking hard as hell.
It's
I
pretty
love that he's
great.
not even trying to hide his fucking evilness anymore. But originally, Anakin was supposed to kind of be there while the fight was happening. But I
Right.
think it is so
And just watch.
But I think it's so smart to have him show up when the visual imagery that he's seeing is this weak, feebled old man on his back with a lightsaber to his throat.
Right.
And this powerful Jedi standing above him. Like, it is so smart to have that visual imagery and that blocking.
Well, it comes back to the opening scene where Dooku was obviously
defenseless.
Right.
Yeah.
It sells this narrative that Palpatine has been trying to shovel into Anakin's mind of like, the Jedis are the aggressors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm so sick of all this liberal violence.
hey, look, see, Exhibit A right here.
Right here.
Who do you think? Never mind. Forget it. Never mind. Never mind. No.
I saw you think better of it.
Jesus Christ.
Say what you mean.
I'll keep it for you guys. Who do you think the Star Wars universe is?
All right. Good night, everybody. We got to cut that.
All right.
Anyway,
Jabba.
The problem for me with this scene comes from Palpatine shooting lightning from his fucking fingertips, because that just tells you he's the bad guy. Right. Only fucking evil people can do that in this world.
And I think the no is like maybe his worst moment of acting in the movie.
Nope. You
so
mean
bad.
best. You mean best.
You are out of your mind.
It is so fun. It is so fun.
I do like that he fights like an animal, though. Like he's got his teeth bared the whole time. He's just sort of jumping forward, like like the whole time.
But if maybe instead the way you fix this scene to me, and I know you got to make him get old at some point, but you could do that in a different way.
He's got to get old.
But if he just looked to Anakin as Mace Windu had his lightsaber to his neck and go, I'm the only one that can save Padme.
Right.
That would have been a better way to sell this moment. But like all this scene does now is just have this cartoonishly evil fucking old man just go and shoot lightning out of his fucking finger
and scream unlimited power. Like
that's just so funny.
Because Anakin goes from being unsure to I'll kill some fucking babies for you. Who cares? It's so fast.
He jumps to baby murder quicker than I did.
Yeah. Before we get there, I do want to say, for those who haven't seen the movie or haven't watched it in a while, he starts to shoot Force lightning at Mace Windu. Mace Windu uses his lightsaber to reflect it back, which then makes him become this, feeble, wizard, wrinkly old man that we see in the OT.
If only he had been part of a Force dyad, that they could have stopped him, whatever that shit is.
Or Force healed himself like we see in Rise of Skywalker. He could have fixed it.
Sure.
I do like the theory, though, that it doesn't make him like drained of life. That's just what he actually looks like. And the Chancellor Palpatine is like a mask.
Interesting.
A facade he puts forward to present so he doesn't look so obviously evil.
I mean, that's how I always viewed it, because the dark side corrupts you.
Right.
So it's like he's full-fledged. He's the dark side at that point.
I'm into that.
Yeah. I like this idea.
But did you notice that he has the same throat as Donald Trump? Like they have the same neck.
The Nakusi?
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah.
Let's take a side tangent. Donald Trump's neck pussy.
Okay. Go off, Queen.
Speak on that.
Who'd hit? All the flaps.
All the flaps.
The crevices. The minor hairs.
The minor. I mean, I think you said all that needs to be said.
Let me just search this up.
No, don't.
Are you Googling Donald Trump neck?
Donald Trump nussy.
Please don't. This is my search history.
Donald Trump nussy ketamine feet. ASMR. JT, are you okay? Like you're so slow at typing.
Well, I was trying to think about how to spell Nakusi.
Yeah, click shopping. Type in Donald Trump Nakusi and then click shopping. DC is falling out of his chair.
JT had to start over.
I'm sorry. I'm also like 4 younglings. I've killed 4 younglings so far.
Oh gosh.
Can we not do this?
Wait, go back. Was that Donald Trump running a McDonald's?
He did. He did that for real.
What? $1,500.
I lost my notes.
We've gone off the fucking rails.
All right, just continue with the movie, Dustin. I got this.
Anyway, okay. So Palpatine is definitely evil because he has a vagina on his forehead now.
No! I like the part where Windu's got the lightsaber up to his throat and Anakin goes, he must stand trial.
Yeah.
And Mace Windu says, he controls the Senate and the courts. And I'm like, Anakin, you are so fucking naive, which is to be expected from someone as young as him. But it's why I think some of the criticisms against his character aren't completely fair.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say he turns to the dark side too quickly. He kills these kids too quickly.
Right.
But I mean, there was a news report that came out when we were recording this a couple of days ago that said, based on the findings they did on a poll, Gen Zers are more likely to confess that they are racist. They are openly racist.
Yeah.
More so than boomers are.
Right.
And I feel like young people are so easily manipulated. Look at fucking Nick Fuentes and all these other fucking young, quote unquote, influencers and podcasters and stuff.
Sure.
Someone's brain isn't fucking formed that way.
Oh, Anakin Skywalker would watch Aiden Ross. I have no question about that.
For someone to have this naive concept of how justice works.
Yeah.
It doesn't work when they control all three branches of the government and the Supreme Court.
Sure.
Like it's why I've become such a nihilist lately.
Well, no, I get it. Like he feels like he's lived his entire life knowing this man as like a paragon of virtue, and people, I think the failing is that we needed to see a little bit more of that relationship before this, because he does go from, champion of the people to I will murder a child for you. And it's hard to tell what the length of time in this movie is, because Padme tells him I'm pregnant, and then, fast forward 45 minutes in the movie and she's 9 months pregnant. So I don't know exactly how much time has passed here. It's kind of a disservice to the actors and the narrative that it could be a week and it could be a year.
Oh, I think, by the time we get to this point in the movie, it's real time pretty much. But yeah, I hear you.
And also, I don't think Anakin saving Palpatine's life is him being young and manipulable thing. It's like he has been with the Jedi at this point since he was 9 years old.
Right.
And he's been with Palpatine almost at, let's say, weekly check-ins up until that point.
That's true.
Like, because I guess this is why Mally brought me on. This is what we see in the canon too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a comic book, Obi-Wan and Anakin, where Palpatine, much like the Orb show, takes Anakin at like 14 to a sex club.
No, no, wait. Look this book up, JT. What's the book called?
Obi-Wan and Anakin. It's a Marvel comic book. Yeah, he takes him to a sex club, and there's a senator there fucking prostitutes and taking bribes.
And he's like, I used to work here.
And he's like, the Jedi know about this, and they do nothing.
Wow.
And I think this scene is much more him reconciling what does it mean to be a good person? What's it mean to do good? Because right in that first scene, he's like, the Jedi way is the good way, and I just went against the Jedi way when I just fucking capped this prisoner of war I have.
Wow.
And we see Mace Windu doing the same thing. And Mace Windu's right. You can't put this motherfucker on trial.
Right.
You can't.
But he, like you said, he just put Anakin in that same situation earlier in the movie, and he was like, that wasn't the right thing to do.
Look at the big brain on Anakin.
It's not even equatable to say he's like the president of the United States. No, this would be like he's the president of Earth.
Yeah.
And like, no, you can't really put him on trial on Earth. You would need like a Nuremberg the size of the galaxy to put this guy on trial.
Sure.
And yeah, it's fucking crazy that like people don't seem to understand that. They're like, well, he turns too quickly. I'm like, no, that's the influence this man has on him, like you said, Drew, from grooming him for years and years and years.
So in that comic book, in that scene, Drew, is that when Anakin realizes that Palpatine is Sheev the Sleeve?
It's when they go into a club. They go, oh, it's Sheev. I haven't seen you in quite some time. You want the usual?
Wait, are you Darth Sidious?
Yeah, after they talk about political corruption, Anakin loses his virginity because the Sheev buys him a prostitute.
Is that true?
I don't know if you're doing a bit at this point.
No.
Marco Cicchetto illustrated Anakin losing his virginity?
I do want to just say, I got a text from Priscilla while we were recording, and she goes, I thought Ridley was crying, but it's just you.
Oh, buddy, you okay?
I'm good. So yeah, Windu attempts to strike Palpatine down.
Tell Priscilla to mind her own fucking business.
But Anakin cuts off his hand. Is there any reason why George Lucas chooses to cut off so many hands in Star Wars? Like, is he trying to tell us something?
He has a stump fetish.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Big fan of The Stranger.
Yeah. Or the Phantom Limb.
The Phantom.
Much like the Phantom Menace.
That's what he wanted to call it. He wanted to call it that so bad. He's like, I wouldn't have been able to watch her without coming.
He actually has a shirt that says, "Don't cut it off or I'm going to come."
Oh, God. God damn it. But Palpatine uses his Force lightning to shove Windu out into the skies of Coruscant, killing him.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any bullshit fan theories that he's still alive. No, the fuck he's not. That dude is dead.
Yeah.
I want to bring up on how like quick he changes his like feelings on this situation.
Mm-hmm.
So he's all like, God, what have I done? And he's filled with regret. And then immediately was like, I'll kill some kids.
Right.
Well,
like the same night.
Two things about that.
Two things
about that. He says, I pledge myself to your teachings. And Ian McDiarmid goes, good. It's so fucking funny.
That was one of your things? Okay, what's number 2?
But number 2 is, yeah, he dubs him Darth Vader and orders him to return to the Jedi Temple and leave none there, fearing the Jedi will influence the Senate to turn against them. But
He actually just meant like lock them up.
yeah, I said take care of them. I meant like get them some food, like a charcuterie board. What the fuck?
Their emails.
I took care of them, wink. Why do you keep winking? I took care of them. What do you mean?
People criticize that he becomes Vader so quickly, and I think they're forgetting one of the first things a cult or a person in power does in order to control their subordinates is strip them of their former identity.
Right.
You're not the weak and timid Anakin anymore. Now you're the totally badass, deserving of being on the Jedi Council Vader now.
Except he's not. He goes and murders a bunch of kids and then cries about it. So like
he's still he's still conflicted because earlier that day he was palling around with Obi-Wan and now he's watched all this shit happen.
I think you need to be a little more conflicted than I will stab a child and then cry about it.
Well, I will also say I think that it's very smart of George Lucas to have this particular kid actor be the one that steps up to him and says...
Because he's a bad actor?
No, because he looks kind of like a young Anakin. He kind of looks like Jake Lloyd a little bit. And I think having him kill his younger self, in the metaphorical sense, I think is smart.
Okay, do you think he did that on purpose though?
I do think he picked that kid in particular because of that.
Well, there is that moment where Anakin says, "You're not getting a Turbo Man this Christmas," and then he pulls out his lightsaber.
That was the most serious we've been on this entire episode. Nathan.
Anakin's like, I don't believe in Life Day. But Jesus. I think, yes, they could have done a little bit more to sell this turn, but I think overall the idea of the turn makes sense to me. He's being brainwashed. He's being manipulated. The dark force corrupts absolutely, as we've talked about. Mm-hmm. And him killing children, I think, to your point, Nathan, about him being conflicted about it afterwards, that goes back to what Padme says at the end of this movie and what we see in Return of the Jedi with him saying there's still good in him.
Right.
He can come back. I think that is intentional. I think all of that stuff works for me.
But do you think Padme believes that? Because she says they're still good at him and then she allows herself. And we're told she allows herself to die instead of trying to redeem him.
Yeah. Look, I won't defend the Padme dying thing, but I will say I think up to that point, that is, again, in line with my whole theory that this
She's shoved into a refrigerator.
This is like a Shakespearean tale. I think that falls in line with that, of this guy being conflicted about doing the shit like killing younglings, much like I'm doing right now.
Same.
I think that falls in line. I could have been done better, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's nearly as bad as people or deserving as much criticism as people give it. That's all I'm saying.
I think it maybe is just... If the performances were better, maybe I would give more allowances.
Or the direction or the dialogue.
and the thing is, Star Wars has always been incredibly unsubtle, right? Like it's always been silly.
No.
Because there are people who will tell you with a straight face that Star Wars used to be incredibly serious, and it's never been that serious. But it was likable actors and like sort of grounded characters existing in a space that feels real.
Yeah.
Or it feels, I don't know, somewhat authentic. And I don't know if it's just the CGI of it all or if it's the lack of direction, but these turns don't land for me.
Yeah.
But I think this gets to a central theme of like not even just Star Wars criticism, but like all criticism of media. Where it's like, are we mad at the idea that they had or execution of said ideas?
Totally.
Yeah. Because I think there's two different things.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
If we're talking about the idea of Revenge of the Sith, I don't think there's a lot of bad ideas.
No.
There's a lot of bad execution.
Yes.
Sure. It's that subreddit, the great execution but awful taste.
Sure.
It's the reverse of that. It's the reverse of that. But I think that is like far from the biggest criticism I have of this movie is how quickly Anakin turns to killing younglings.
Oh, I agree with that.
I think that falls perfectly in line. He's basically been sold up the river at this point. Like, what can he do other than listen to this man? He just watched one of the most powerful Jedi Masters get fucking yeeted out a window. Like,
you're right.
What do you expect him to do?
Yeah, he essentially helped kill 4 of the Jedi Council members he's on. At this point, the bed is made. It's time to lay in it.
Yep.
His subtext for the rest of the movie is, anyway, I started blasting.
So Palpatine instructs Commander Cody to execute Order 66.
Cody.
Turning the clone army against the remaining Jedi, and only Yoda and Obi-Wan and a few others in extended media and a few across the galaxy survive.
It is very funny where, like, at one point, Obi-Wan essentially is like, well, what about all the other Jedi scattered across the star systems? And Yoda might as well be like, interesting future stories they will make.
Yep. Good video games we will have later.
I'm pushing back. This is something that irritates me with all Star Wars fans.
Okay.
If there's 10,000 Jedi and the Great Jedi Purge killed 90% of them, which is a lot.
Yeah.
1,000 survived.
Yeah.
We've seen what, 40?
I totally agree with you. But it is very funny that they do leave themselves that little back door there in the dialogue.
Sure.
I think that's a good move on Lucas's part.
It does bring to question, what does the quote bringing balance to the Force actually mean?
Well, it depends who you ask, because George Lucas thinks it's all one-sided, basically.
Well, that's my question, is like, does the quote unquote rule of 2,
because he doesn't understand what the definition of the word balance
is.
Sure. That brings me to the question of, what does quote unquote the rule of 2 actually mean? Does that mean there's only ever 2 Sith, like a master and apprentice, or does that mean there's only 2 on either side, like 2 Jedis versus?
No, the rule of 2 is a Sith thing.
Yeah.
But they also, like, Palpatine also broke it constantly.
Right.
Oh, all the time.
So does that mean then that like 2 Sith equal 50 Jedi? Like, that seems a little, is it like, would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or whatever, or 1,000 horse-sized ducks or whatever that fucking
Wait, what is this? I like this.
Yeah, hold on.
You guys ever heard that? Would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized horses or whatever the fuck that thing is?
I have no idea what this is, but I'm into it.
You know what? I've had a lot of giggling, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
The rule of 3s is, if there's 3 Sith, it's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Mally, I do have to give you some credit here.
Uh-oh.
It never gets old seeing Anakin ignite this lightsaber in front of these kids. It is so fucking darkly funny. It is so fucking funny.
God damn it, it's so fucking funny.
It is. It's also maybe the best shot in the movie.
Oh,
like
it's
when
great.
when the lightsaber turns on in front of this little kid, and he just sort of jumps back a little bit.
When that scene happened, I started laughing and my wife got mad at me.
I don't know how true it is, but I read this thing that because that shot was filmed MOS, that all Hayden Christensen did was, because obviously the lightsaber is not igniting on set because it's not a practical prop. He just went boo to the kid and just scared him, and that kid leaped back like that.
That's great.
That's honestly fucking adorable.
It's great. It's equal parts darkly comedic and truly tragic, and I think that is some of the best shit you can get.
No, it's good. It's really good.
And I know why you picked this movie, obviously, for this episode now, is because there's kids that die.
Yeah.
Right around here, I also laughed really hard because R2 is talking to C-3PO about Anakin, and C-3PO says, well, he's under a lot of stress, R2. And I'd like to think that R2 told him everything Anakin just did. Like, R2-D2 is like, I just watched him murder a bunch of children, and he's like, well, who hasn't been there?
Yeah, that's protocol. Protocol is to murder 18 kids if you're a little if you have an upset tummy.
That's right.
Here's the thing, Nathan. We talked earlier about the awful phrase, sad people. And it got me thinking on this watch, in this scene in particular, everyone makes a big deal out of Anakin killing the younglings in this movie.
Right.
But they act like he doesn't have a history of killing children, because I will remind you, in Attack of the Clones, he admits to Padme that he not only killed the Tusken Raiders, but he killed their women and children.
Right.
And I submit to you boys.
And they're fucking dogs.
I submit to you boys here and everyone listening.
You boys.
That those people who are shocked by him killing the baby Jedis in this movie are racist, or at least speciesist.
This is getting interesting.
I didn't expect to be called racist in this episode.
Because it's only when human children die.
I'm a nice guy, Dustin.
It is only human children that die when they care.
Sure.
They don't give a fuck about Tusken Raider children, and I'm putting you all on fucking blast. I see you.
I agree.
Thank you. Anyway.
So wait, are we the baddies?
I guess this little Padawan that tries to save Bail Organa as he's getting on this ship is George Lucas's kid.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Dude, I will say, shout out this kid.
He takes a few out. Yeah.
Comes in here and wrecks like 10 of them.
I do like Bail Organa going, no! I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this kid is.
Right. Neither do I.
Just to close the loop on Yoda on Kashyyyk, the line I think that makes me the most annoyed in the movie is when he says, goodbye, Tarful, goodbye, Chewbacca. Like he takes a dramatic pause when that would mean nothing in the world of the movie. It's just for the audience.
Why the fuck is Chewbacca even there?
It's the my name is Khan of this movie.
There's so many moments in this movie where I try to imagine the people that saw this in a bubble that had never seen the original trilogy, didn't know any of the plot beats that come from that, didn't know any of the characters. Like when it shows the Death Star being constructed at the end, if you haven't seen Star Wars,
what the fuck is that?
Like, what the fuck? Are they building a bowling alley in space? What the fuck is that thing?
My name is Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
And I'm the architect of all your Death Stars. So Obi-Wan, Bail Organa, and Yoda reconvene, and they send a signal out to alert any remaining Jedis. Don't come to the Jedi Temple. It's fucking bad here.
Stay the fuck away.
And Anakin meets with Padme and tells her the Jedi have tried to overthrow the Republic, but that he's loyal to the Chancellor and the Senate.
Yeah.
And it's real, we can't critique the president energy he's bringing here.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, when he says we can only hope Obi-Wan has remained loyal to the Chancellor, I'm like, what a fucking dipshit. What a MAGA loser. This guy.
These colors don't run, Padme.
Also, the balls to return to your pregnant wife and be like, shit's crazy right now.
Yeah.
Right after you just slaughtered a ton of children is fucking bananas behavior, boys.
We are Palpatine. We carry the flame.
Jesus, I gotta turn these headphones down. Holy shit.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, that was loud.
Also, I'm just now realizing, who is the assassin they send in Attack of the Clones to try and kill Padme at the beginning? Do we get a name on that guy? You know, the shapeshifter?
I'm sure it's in extended universe stuff, yeah.
That's our of this universe right there.
Jesus.
You gotta cut those references. Or
I'm gonna believe it. It's getting bleeped. It's getting bleeped. Don't worry. If someone tells you when my new apprentice gets there, he'll deal with you, you're gonna die, my dude.
Right. Like he's not even being subtle about it. Newt Gunray, you're on trial for racism.
Well, again, Palpatine's still under the assumption that Anakin dealt with the temple.
Right. Yeah. This is a hologram we see of Palpatine talking to Newt Gunray and the other separatist leaders on Mustafar. He's like, when my new apprentice Darth Vader gets there, he'll deal with you. I'm like,
deal with you.
Hey, why'd you say that so ominously?
You notice every time he's in a hologram, like Palpatine always holds his hands like Roger from American Dad.
Yeah.
He's T-Rexing the entire dude. One of the funniest things about playing Battlefront, the second one where you get to play as Palpatine,
yeah,
he does walk like that. It is so fucking fun. It's so scampy. It is so fucking funny.
And then he actually does the little like horizontal 360 dash thing,
like the barrel roll thing. Yeah.
But his hands are still tucked in like a T-Rex.
It's so fucking funny.
I love it.
He's such a little guy in those games. It's so funny. But speaking of which, Vader arrives on the lava planet planet Mustafar and wipes out the separatist leaders, including the racist caricature that is Newt Gunray.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Palpatine holds an emergency session of the Senate announcing that the remaining Jedi will be hunted down like dogs in the street.
Yep.
And declares himself the new supreme leader of the First Galactic Empire. He's also announced his new Palpatine coin, the cryptocurrency.
Sure. Yeah.
That you can buy very cheap.
Palpacoin.
So you guys order a copy of that Sheath Bible yet? It's got
the Bible that's got the commandments for the Jedis, plus it has the Bible and the Senate Constitution in it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. And a map of the galaxy.
Conveniently leaves out a couple of the amendments.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I love the line. So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause.
Who wrote that line?
It wasn't George, I'll tell you that.
It wasn't George.
It's a really good line. The number of times I've seen liberal nerds share it on Twitter about just the latest nightmare to come out of the news is kind of wild.
Can you blame them?
No, absolutely. I was doing the Leo meme, just pointing at the screen when she said it.
It is so... I mean, I know the whole thing is secular, and it's just like George Lucas was looking at the collapses of multiple fascist regimes when he was writing this thing.
Sure.
And getting his research from that. But it is crazy how true that line is, and a lot of different moments and motifs in this movie are.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But Obi-Wan watches security footage that shows Anakin killing younglings.
Which, thank God, someone edited a highlight reel.
I know, right?
There's ska music playing like it's AFV. Anakin, this is you.
Anakin's family videos. Yeah, that's what AFV is. But we also see, Palpatine recruiting him as his new apprentice and dubbing him Darth Vader, which I do think is funny. I think it's Norwegian that Vader means father. So
right.
Those people got kind of spoiled for Empire beforehand.
Yeah, no, his name is literally Darth Daddy.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, Obi-Wan heads to Padme and tells her of what Anakin's done, that he's seen security footage of Anakin killing younglings.
Yeah.
And much like the Yinglings I'm killing right now.
Running that bit into the fucking ground, aren't you?
He all but tells her he's going to kill Anakin. And he also deduces Nadoy that he is the father to her baby.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I got more Natalie Portman in this movie.
They don't give her fuck all to do in this fucking movie.
Right.
Nothing to do. And she's great in the climax of it, but she does just kind of, and I guess she's pregnant, she can't do too much, but she's just kind of farting around in her apartment for majority of this movie.
She does kind of just wait around a lot, but I will say that I think the best acting in this movie is when she doesn't have to deliver dialogue written by George Lucas and she can just play the gravity of a scene.
Yeah.
I think the best acted moment in the film is when she arrives on Mustafar and she just kind of steadies herself at the console.
Yeah.
And then she notices that he's coming her way. I think that scene is incredible. And it's because we all know Natalie Portman's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, when she has to say lines, she's let down by a script and a director that do not give a shit about her.
I will rebut with one thing. There is one person in this world, at least, that doesn't know Natalie Portman's a good actor, and his name is Taika Waititi, because I don't know if you remember, but he was given the reins to make his own Star Wars movie. I doubt it's going to happen now, but he told Natalie Portman, hey, you should be in one of these Star Wars movies. And she goes, I was in 3 of them. So obviously he forgot about how good she can be.
Well, he's a fucking moron, so.
We've all seen that Free Guy behind the scenes video where
you're gonna bring
Sean
it up.
Levy is like, he is riffing on a level that is unparalleled. And it's just footage of me wanting to punch Taika Waititi in the head. It's so weird that they got that footage of me.
This shot here, the image of him under the robes, shedding a single tear as he looks out onto Mustafar is so good.
Yeah.
It's reminiscent of that. What is that Renaissance painting? I can't remember what it is, but the one where it's I think it's even supposed to be Satan as an angel.
Oh, yeah.
Putting his hand up to cover his, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's so reminiscent of that. It's so good. And it says a lot without saying anything.
It's just Fallen Angel.
Yeah.
Alabama just coming through with the culture reference.
Oh, I forgot to mention, JT is an art history major.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm JT. I'm here too.
Hey,
oh, yeah,
JT.
he's here.
No, I really like that painting, so I've looked it up before.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
I took that moment as Anakin being sad that he can't eat the lava because it looks delicious.
God, this looks like Scorpion's blood. It looks so good.
So good.
Yeah, we're here at the climax of the movie. Padme heads to Anakin on Mustafar with Obi-Wan stowing away unbeknownst to her on the ship.
But knownst to us.
Mm-hmm.
Which, dude, this fucking when Anakin and Padme are arguing and then it just cuts to Obi-Wan just fucking
hands on his hips.
He might as well have his dick swinging when he comes out of that ship. It is so fucking good.
Like, he just posted up right there. You know he got that shit on. Like,
yeah, he does.
God damn.
He's smoking a cigarette.
Dude, those cunty boots he's got, those red knee-high boots.
Yeah.
When he comes out, he's got his fucking hands on his hips. It just looks so fucking good.
I wish when it cut to him, he did that sound that he does in like the 2015 editions of New Hope, where he just goes, like when he scares the Tusken Raiders.
I would have liked if he went, hello there.
Hello there. Again.
But Padme asks Anakin about what he's done, that she says, I've heard that there's footage out there of you killing children.
Yeah.
And he doesn't deny any of it.
Nope.
And tells her he won't let her die like his mom did, and that he can overthrow the Chancellor when he wants, and that they can rule the galaxy as they see fit. But she refuses, and it's so... Natalie Portman is so good in this scene, even delivering dialogue that I don't think fully works. But when she says, Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
Yeah, it's good.
Her voice cracks. I really feel for her in this moment.
And then he's like, stop your yapping. And he starts strangling her.
He's like, blah, blah, blah. God, never ends. But no, she refuses. And she even begs for him to just go away with her. They can just run away together and live their lives.
Yeah.
But then he spots Obi-Wan on this ship in this cunty pose he's got going.
Yeah.
And he believes that she brought Obi-Wan there to kill him. And I love that she turns back because she doesn't know what it is. And she goes, no, wait a minute.
Hold the fuck on. Hold on.
And yeah, he begins for the first time to force choke her out of anger.
Yeah.
And now completely irredeemable, the two fight seemingly to the death.
Do you think?
Nope. No, never.
Naboo's starship design is fucking awesome.
It is great. I used to play that ship in what is it? X-Wing Rogue Squadron.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, you mean the JTAP Starskiff?
What?
Okay, JT.
What?
Sorry.
Is that what your name stands for?
Wouldn't you know it?
Oh shit!
It stands for Gigolo Tarkin.
Wait, Drew, did you fall asleep? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, baby.
Okay.
I'm here, baby, thinking about getting force choked.
Yeah. It probably feels good for like a second.
Do you think Palpatine did that when he was being, Sheev the Wizard sleeve? Do you think he was doing that? Force choking his clients?
Sleeve.
And you know what? Only if he had consent, because Sheev's a good guy.
Oh, that was Sheev the Sleeve's go-to.
That's right.
As we all know, the Jedi ran a dog campaign against him.
Sheev the Sleeve, famously a nice guy.
Sheev the Sleeve, a side character in Jill Rips, right?
What were you about to say, Nathan?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Just, I bet it feels good for a second.
Great. I love this little standoff between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah.
Where, Obi-Wan says, my allegiance is to democracy. And with Anakin with his back to him says, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Yeah.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. You will try. Great dialogue that unfortunately is completely one-sided.
Yeah.
Because Hayden Christensen just doesn't deliver this dialogue though with the fucking oomph that I want him to deliver it in.
Yeah.
Am I crazy, but isn't the sentence only a Sith deals in absolutes an absolute in itself?
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah. I like the idea about this. So, I think this dialogue is very crisp. I think it is selling how big this climactic battle between these two is about to be.
Sure.
And man, I like the split diopter shot. I just really wish Hayden Christensen was given a take two.
Like, what Obi-Wan should say is, statistically speaking, only a Sith deals in absolute.
There you go. That would have made me happy.
Anakin, I brought some literature here. I hope you will. There's no alternate facts here. I hope you will look at this non-fake news and understand. And he goes, I won't watch the end. I was trying to make a fucking comparison.
Yeah, no, we know what you were doing.
And yeah, so begins the climactic battle of Obi-Wan and Anakin.
It's a good fucking fight.
It is, but it's also paired with the less climactic battle of Yoda and Lord Sidious. in the Senate.
I will say there is a point where they both lose their lightsabers and Anakin just hits Obi-Wan with the fucking drop kick.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
I am a fan of Yoda walking in and knocking out the Imperial guards just like by slamming them against a wall.
Dude, that is the most baller fucking move.
Oh no, Yoda walks in and you're like, oh, Yoda's that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But when you think about it as like two old men fighting it out to the death, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's also funny because when Yoda does that, that's funny. But then you pan over to fucking Palpatine, who seems unfazed. He goes, Master Yoda. That part's even funnier.
And if you look in the background, Palpatine's buddy with the horns just like excuses himself from the room, which I think is very funny.
Oh yeah, just walks out.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. These two senior citizens are about to start throwing chairs.
I'm gonna let y'all deal with this.
Yeah. This is between you.
I want to ask before we get into this battle, because this is going to happen a lot in this fight scene, but when you guys saw Attack of the Clones,
Yeah.
how did you feel about Yoda at the end kind of stumbling out from the shadows and igniting a lightsaber? Because I will say,
the first time I saw it, I fucking jumped out of my seat.
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say is I saw this with an audience. This was my first Star Wars movie in the theaters. That theater erupted
Oh yeah.
seeing Yoda step out and light that lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, I will say, seeing it again,
Fucking so dumb.
it's so bad.
I think I was 12, so it was cool then.
Yes.
And now I think it's very silly. And I do think this is the closest thing to a metaphor that George Lucas can muster, where they're literally fighting in the seat of power for the Senate.
I'm sorry. Palpatine getting flipped over the desk is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, it's also because George Lucas is beholden to this idea of the climax has to be intercut between multiple different battles. Like normally there's, a space battle and a land battle, but here it's just two lightsaber fights, and one is far less interesting than the other.
Sure.
Yeah. Though I will say it is very funny seeing little Yoda crawl through the fucking air vents like fucking Die Hard.
But also, like, the alternative is, if we're just focusing on Anakin and Obi-Wan, do we want to watch a 33-minute lightsaber duel?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Asked and answered.
Different takes.
Well, if you cut that down to half and you cut out the entire fight of,
Sure.
why does this fight need to exist? Because Yoda should be able to send himself into exile before this even happens. I guess this is kind of like a last stand.
Why does he send himself in? He loses one fight and he's just like, I fucked I am. Like, I gotta give up.
Well, I don't think it's that. I think he's sending himself into exile because he didn't stop orders. Here's the thing. Yoda is supposed to be like this wizened, the Jedi, the master, and none of them see this shit coming.
Right.
And it is the poor writing and execution on George Lucas's part in that aspect of it.
Right.
But you can have him go into exile once he's on Kashyyyk and he's like, dude, I felt all these different Jedis across the galaxy die. I felt it. I got to go into exile, not because I failed necessarily, but because I'm terrified I'm next. You know what I mean?
I'm also incredibly powerful, but I know I will be feeble and die in 20 years.
Hey, man, when you're alone on a swamp planet.
Hey, Nog, man.
My thing is, why do they split up?
Right.
It's like, why don't Obi-Wan and Yoda go, like, maybe go take care of Palpatine and then go get Anakin?
Doesn't it make more sense to say that they'll regroup? Like, let's come back for once we have a plan?
They kind of do. They're like, we'll reconvene when the moment's right, is what he says.
Sure.
But I buy into the idea of we can't be together wherever we're going to be in exile because, if Darth Vader or if Lord Sidious feels the force, like feels the connection, he'll just beeline straight towards us.
Sure.
But again, I feel like it would have been better if he was just like on Kashyyyk, like, thanks Tarful, thanks Chewbacca. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
Don't look me up. I'm turning off Find My iPhone so you can't find me. Like, the Senate fight is unnecessary. That's all I need to say.
Yeah.
But I will forgive it being in this movie just because of how good the choreography and the score and the sound design is for this fight on Mustafar.
The score is great.
Yeah. It's great.
But it is cool. So we have to have it.
Sure.
I like the touch that they don't find Yoda's body. They find his cloak, like on his, walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
And to Palpatine, that means he's still alive.
Yeah.
Which means he doesn't know everything. He doesn't know about Force ghosts. There's like a little bit of I think that's clever.
Well, because a Force ghost is only a light side thing.
Right.
That, and it's also a new discovery as we find out at the end of this movie, which I will fucking talk about when we get there.
That is a very weird moment.
Yes. Well, it's because of a deleted scene,
right.
But we'll also wait before we get there.
Well, also the whole concept of a Force ghost is you find the inner balance within yourself, the light and dark.
Right.
Sheev isn't finding the light in himself.
Right. Yeah. Sure not. Well, not since those days on Naboo, where he was.
Yeah, other than when he's getting consent.
Yeah, absolutely. I do like this fight on Mustafar, though, because there's a moment where the two of them are swinging from ropes, and it really gets into like the swashbuckling serial nature that George Lucas created Star Wars from.
Yeah. It's literally a mast.
Yeah.
Like when it falls into the lava, they are on a pirate mast.
Yeah.
I love that. My question was, I get that there's force fields and stuff. Why build anything on Mustafar that isn't lava resistant?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I will say I watched the Within a Minute documentary about this movie where they explain like everything that goes into 1 minute of this sequence, like from every different department, even the catering.
Yeah.
And it is truly impressive. Like these people, the VFX artists, the sound designers, everybody were kind of given free reign to do whatever they felt was right for this. I mean, George Lucas obviously had final say on it.
Yeah.
But like, he was just like, they fight. And the rest is up to the crew to kind of envision.
Yeah.
It looks great, man. It's such a good set piece.
I keep getting distracted just watching the fucking fight scene. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm back.
I'm a big fan of when Anakin jumps onto that one droid that's floating and it has this expression on its face like, where the fuck am I? What am I doing? Where am I going?
What the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
Also, how much time has passed? Because they just fucking had a whole fight scene in the Senate and now it's fine?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I do like, though, when they're floating in this lava and Obi-Wan says to him, I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you.
Yeah.
That, I'm going to be honest, I teared up a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so I will say the relationship, like, obviously ending between Obi-Wan and Anakin hit me more than Padme and Anakin.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, because they give Ewan McGregor levels to play.
I was going to say, Ewan McGregor is able to convey the chemistry that they had off camera, on camera.
Yeah.
There's 2 love stories in this trilogy, and one of them works.
Oh, yeah.
I completely agree.
Dude, the whole you were a brother to me.
Oh, my God. We'll get there in a second.
Oh.
Yeah, I love you, which is why I chopped your shit up and set you on fire.
This is exactly how me and Drew's friendship is going to end. He's asleep again, apparently.
It's going to be really sad to cut his arms off.
But you would think a friend would actually put you out of your misery instead of burning to death.
Right.
So Anakin is still floating on this like debris in the middle of this lava stream. Obi-Wan jumps to the side onto the solid ground. And I got to ask you guys, do you actually care about this whole argument about the high ground thing?
Yes, because it makes no sense, because in Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan didn't have the high ground and he still won.
True,
This
but
sounds like nerd shit to me.
It is.
It's nerd shit.
if you expand out the lore, he didn't win because Darth Maul is not dead.
Well, right, but
I think if we want to get real technical in Obi-Wan's fighting style, his whole shit is to bait people.
That's true.
Because if you also see in Rebels, he takes Qui-Gon's stance in order to bait the reaction from Maul in order to counter him. So
yeah,
the high ground part is just a bait.
Sure. What joke are you trying to make, Nathan? I see the wheels turning.
That's also Obi-Wan's fuck style.
Because if you also go back to that Obi-Wan and Anakin comic I was mentioning earlier, Anakin recreates the fight scene with Maul in order to impress Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan, as a character, knows Anakin knows exactly how his fight with Maul played out.
Right.
So to be like, I have the high ground, fuck you, it's like, I know how to fight that.
That's why I like it, because he's learning from past fights and experiences, and he can predict exactly how Anakin, who is succumbed to rage and purely wants to strike Obi-Wan down. I like that part. But I see people online who are like, it makes no sense. If you have the high ground, that doesn't really matter. And I'm like, I disagree. Put a guy with a gun up in a tower and a guy on the ground with a gun, and I guarantee the one in the tower is going to win.
Well, to be fair, Mythbusters did do a whole episode on this.
Right.
Wow.
Right. But he's also proven immediately right because Anakin tries to jump over him and he cuts his fucking legs.
And one arm.
And slices his head, I think.
Yeah.
So Anakin had a lot of product in because his hair goes up first.
You don't get those curls naturally.
That's grease, baby. That's natural grease.
It's kind of also unnecessary because he's about to become a fucking cyborg. You don't have to cut off all the limbs, George Lucas.
Well, we missed the shot of Anakin where it's just his head and his heart, and he's going, "Oh Christ, oh fuck!" There's nothing left.
Yeah, when he gets set ablaze, that shit is fucking dark.
Yeah,
even for a Star Wars movie,
it's kind of wild that this is in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah,
you watch a triple amputee just fucking roast on the shoreline like a kebab.
Yeah,
Quadruple at that point. He cut off the last good hand.
Right. You're right.
He's only getting strangers from now on.
I love how much Obi-Wan is hurt in this moment. And when he says, "You are my brother, Anakin," oh my God.
To be fair, I think Anakin's a little more hurt.
You're probably right. But you gotta give him better dialogue, George, other than "I hate you." You gotta give him more than that.
Dude, that being said, I think this is Hayden Christensen's best acting in the whole trilogy.
You're not wrong. I need a little bit more.
But also, if you love this man, blow his head smooth off.
Oh,
don't let him burn to death like this.
Move off.
Don't just watch him burn and then walk away as if like you did something.
Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna go hang out with your wife.
I'm gonna go watch her give birth later. That being said, I do like that Obi-Wan, because he said to Yoda earlier, "I will not kill this man. I can't. It's not in me."
No,
and I like that because that's
apologies to this man, but I will not kill him.
He's looking down at Anakin and be like, "Your fighting stance, whack. Your commitment to Senator Palpatine, whack."
Oh man.
Anyway. So Obi-Wan, believing Anakin to be incapable of surviving, takes Padme in the ship and leaves Mustafar right as Sidious arrives and saves Anakin from death. And I'm like, do you think they passed each other?
They drove right by each other.
Yeah.
It's that, what is that meme from, is it American Horror Story?
Oh, from, no, Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy, you're right.
Yeah.
So, on an asteroid base, Padme gives birth to twins Luke and Leia, but dies from, quote, losing the will to live.
Yeah, that's a diagnosis from a droid.
Yeah, that is official medicine in the Star Wars universe.
We'll come back to it. At the same time, Anakin is outfitted with several cybernetic body parts in his new suit, becoming the Darth Vader that we all know and love. I think the visual imagery of Padme on the table giving birth, cutting to Hayden Christensen getting cybernetic parts put on him and put into the suit is such good visual imagery.
It's good, yeah.
In theory, yes.
The new life being created and this new life also being created, but having two wildly different interpretations. I think that is great.
She has 2 kids. He becomes a black guy.
Jesus Christ.
Not only a black guy, maybe the black guy. That James Earl Jones getting paid for 3 lines of dialogue is some king shit.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I don't like Bail Organa creeping outside this delivery room with this giant window watching Padme give birth.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And then be like, give me them kids. Let me take the kids.
Jimmy Schmidt, you're being a little bit of a creep. I'm going to be honest.
That being said, the score here is incredible.
Oh,
the
yeah.
vocalizations in the score. I mean, John Williams is the GOAT, but like this score is really great.
Not only that, but when the score cuts out and we get that profile shot of the helmet going on top of Anakin's head and there's just silence, followed by the first mechanical breath, it fucking rips.
That's good.
That shit is heroin. Inject that directly into my fucking veins.
If you have subtitles on, I think it shows it. But when the mask is being lowered on, that POV shot, you can hear Anakin like asking like Padme to help him, or it's something along those lines.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. And then, yeah, that follow-up shot of Vader rising on the platform is sick as hell. Like, the cherry on top, of course, being James Earl Jones' voice coming out of that mask for the first time. Oh,
what happened?
And then they immediately ruin it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, before we get there, I do want to say it is Hayden Christensen in the suit. It was going to be a stuntman, but Hayden Christensen was like, I think it's important that I'm in there. And George Lucas was like, I agree, but also we should make the suit top heavy because you're not used to being in it.
Right.
So he does kind of stumble a little bit when he gets out of the suit. I think that's very smart.
Well, it's a Frankenstein moment.
It is.
He moves like Boris Karloff a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty effective as well.
Now, look, I don't disagree with the take on this. I understand why people don't like no, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But why don't they say the same thing about Luke doing that in Empire Strikes Back when he finds out that Darth Vader's his father?
Because that's a good performance?
I don't know. Mark Hamill doing that. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I like the scene better. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like the performances are almost on par.
Disagree.
I don't know. There's something that's off about the take, and there's something that looks goofy about it when it's matched with the movements in the suit.
That's fair.
There's something about it that just feels very melodramatic in a way that I don't like, because both are melodramatic, and one of them just feels better to me. I don't know.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Sure.
I do agree. I think it's the way, like the timbre of the no.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was more angry, maybe.
Well, Luke's feels like manic and desperate.
For
and
sure.
Then James Earl Jones was in a booth for 20 minutes, if that, for this performance.
Bring me a sandwich. No.
Right.
Oh, wait. Can someone bring me a sandwich?
I do like Sidious's little smile, though, after seeing that Vader has succumbed to his anger. Like when he's in the shadows and he smiles. That's good.
I like the cut to the one droid who just has like a plate full of goops and those goops explode.
Again, I know you didn't watch it, DC, but Hayden Christensen came back and was in the suit for some of the Kenobi show, and he's so fucking good in it.
It really is.
Those are the highlights of that show.
Oh, I watched the Obi show.
Oh, you did watch the Kenobi show?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched Obi-Wan. I did not watch Ahsoka.
The Kenobi show, it's fine.
It's
but
okay.
The final episode, the fight between those two is fucking awesome.
I like the fight. I like when he like drags him into the fire. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I know everyone loves it. I don't like the I am not your failure Obi-Wan line. I feel like that gives him too much self-awareness.
I agree.
If that makes any sense. I like Vader being completely succumbed to his hatred of Obi-Wan at that point.
Until his kids wake him up. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, we're splitting hairs. But yeah, he is really good in the Obi-Wan show. But Padme dies. She just says, fuck it, I'm out.
Yep.
And
the kids are your fucking problem now.
Right.
That's so true. She's like, twins. Oh, man. You know what?
Yep.
Twins.
Which I love that they're like, we have to hide them someplace they'll never find them. They hide them in the two most obvious fucking places.
They sure fucking do.
Take them to literally their family's house.
Yeah. Like, let's give one to a very high-powered senator who will become very active in rebelling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then let's give the other to his closest living relatives.
Well, he doesn't like sand, so he's never going back there. We know that for sure.
Well, there was a Vader comic where he goes after episode 4, Vader goes to his old family's house,
Right.
grabs some of the sand and says like, fuck you, Obi-Wan, for taking him to the one place I would never go.
I would love if he actually said, fuck you.
Fuck you, Obi-Wan.
But yeah, Bail Organa offers to take Leia, and Obi-Wan agrees to take Luke to his extended family on Tatooine, shielding the kids from their father and vice versa.
Yeah.
And a funeral is held for Padme with the biggest dipshit of all in attendance, Jar Jar Binks. If I died and Jar Jar Binks was in my funeral procession, I would be I would come back as a Force ghost even if I wasn't Force sensitive. I'd be so fucking mad.
See, I was wondering, did they let Jar Jar or Boss Nass speak at the funeral?
Oh, no. You can be a pallbearer and that is it. You got to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, listen, everyone has a stupid friend. It's okay.
There's absolutely a deleted scene where Jar Jar had like 10 minutes of slapstick of him dropping the coffin.
Oh my lord. That I might actually be here for. I might be into that.
Well, it was aired on Corncob TV as an episode of Coffin Flops.
But why in the fuck do we get a tease about seeing a Force Ghost Liam Neeson and not the actual thing?
It's so baffling.
They couldn't get Liam Neeson back.
He refused. Yeah.
I think that may be true. I think he was like, I can't make it. Sorry.
It's true. He famously got really mad at the premiere of Phantom Menace when he saw like a whole fight scene involving him was like CGI'd.
Yeah.
Where he didn't realize, he was like, I'm just a puppet to these people.
I mean, that's true. George Lucas is not an actor's director, so I get it. But I mean, he does come back for the Obi-Wan show. We finally get that Force Ghost.
Sure.
I also think you do need to have that scene. If nothing else, then it covers his ass for A New Hope and for Empire and all that. So
Right.
But yeah, on a ship, Vader watches the construction of the Death Star along Sidious. Bail Organa returns to Alderaan with baby Leia, and Obi-Wan hands over baby Luke to a young Joel Edgerton on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And he and his wife Rue stare out into the setting two suns as Obi-Wan heads off to hiding. And man, it's a good finale. It's good closing the loop. I like it.
I love, especially knowing like what a buzzkill Owen is in A New Hope, the idea that once he was a young man who stared off into the stars is kind of an incredible moment.
Yeah.
I do love the ending of this movie.
Also, just want to make it fully aware for the audience, both Younglings have been killed. 48 ounces of subpar beer down the drain.
Enjoy that piss later.
I'll just say I got to go take one right now.
Dude,
so
you'll break the seal.
Are there any final notes we have on Revenge of the Sith that we didn't cover?
Nah.
Nope.
We're fine.
I think my final note is I think all fandoms, and this doesn't have to just do with Star Wars, this is everyone. All fandoms are way too critical of things. Just like get in the fucking theater, get in your house, put on the thing, and just enjoy what is in front of you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's twofold, though. I think, yes, you should be able to enjoy things as they are instead of what you want them to be.
Yeah.
But I also think it is important for an audience that we don't just let anything come our way and accept it. And
right.
I only say that now because, like, as we're recording this, just 2 days ago, Netflix bought Warner Brothers, and I'm sure we're going to be getting very subpar movies coming out of that deal.
Eat your fucking slop. I
do think you have to be critical of your Deadpool and Wolverines in order to get, stuff like Sinners. I think there's a balance to the Force, if you will, an equilibrium that has to be established. But you're right. I think this movie is a lot better than people who are critical of the prequels give it credit for.
Yeah.
I do think it's the best one of these movies. Obviously, there are lots of room for improvement, but I think given what it is, I think it is a better movie than, say, Attack and Phantom, and even honestly some of the Disney sequel trilogies. I think Rise of Skywalker is literally dead last for me. It is below Phantom Menace.
Yep.
But yeah, that's how I feel. I know you guys don't have these probably ready offhanded, but I just wanted to. I was thinking about it as I was watching this movie. Like, where would I put this in my rankings of Star Wars I've seen? Like, obviously, I haven't seen.
Let's fucking go.
I'm including TV in this.
Oh, fuck.
I will say Andor is number 1 for me with a bullet.
Yeah.
Star Wars is number 2. Empire Strikes Back. I know this is controversial, but then The Force Awakens and Rogue One.
Oh.
And then Return of the Jedi for me.
Interesting.
I would say The Acolyte. I would say this movie. I would say The Mandalorian, Solo, Attack of the Clones, Last Jedi, Obi-Wan, Phantom Menace, and then Rise of Skywalker. That is my definitive list of things that I've seen in this universe.
Huh. I thought I had a list on my letterbox, but I think I didn't do that because I don't want Star Wars fans looking at me.
Come at me, you fucking dorks.
Book of Boba Fett didn't even make it, huh, DC?
Oh, I watched one episode of that and I was like, no, thank you. I'm not even going to bother ranking that shit.
It's so bad.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
I can't do a full list, but I can do a top 5 is definitely probably Andor, Clone Wars, Rebels, and then probably Empire and Jedi for me. And Sith is probably 6.
But that's so interesting because obviously you're years younger than we are, Drew, but that you recognize, because a lot of people saw Andor and I honestly had zero expectations for it. But the fact that it is so much more politically driven instead of action driven, and there's very few Jedi and things like that, like that resonates with you just as much as the Clone Wars stuff does, because that's it for me as well. I think there's a good balance between those two different types of Star Wars movies, but Andor just hits at something that is so primal to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's the political aspect of it that fleshes out. I think all of the best Star Wars content is like the not main movies, and it fleshes out the rest of the lore. The Clone Wars and Rebels flesh out the lore of Star Wars itself, but then Andor fleshes out like the political aspirations of the rebellion and the Empire.
Yeah.
And gives weight to those. If you watch the original trilogy and then watch them after watching Andor, you watch it differently.
Oh yeah, no,
and especially how much some of it ties in together. Like I was explaining to my wife when we were watching the Andor episode where they get Mon Martha out of the Senate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
That episode directly leads in to an episode of Rebels where she gives the speech galaxy-wide from the Ghost ship.
Oh my God, Genevieve Riley in that show is so fucking good.
So good.
Like I do appreciate how, I know a lot of people don't like the Disney stuff, but I do like how they are actively making sure it all fits together. Like Andor does not directly contradict anything that happened in Rebels or anything. Like I like that they're actually keeping it together.
Who is the showrunner for The Acolyte? What is her name? I'm so
Leslie Hyland.
Do you actually mind looking that up? Because I want to make sure I get her name right. But I think when you give showrunners like that and Tony Gilroy for Andor, when you give them free reign to kind of tell the story they want to tell, I think you get better shit than you do when you get Dave Filoni fucking, steering the ship and stuff like Clone Wars.
Leslie Headland.
I knew that was her name. But when you give them the fucking free reins to tell these stories that are in the Star Wars universe, but tell stories that are relatable to everyday life, like the politics of Andor, or like the stories that the Acolyte is telling of like this individualism, I think that is where you get the best Star Wars. And as much as I love the lightsaber fights and the Force, and all that good shit, that is so surface level.
Yeah.
Where now that I'm an adult and I've grown with Star Wars, I want Star Wars to grow with me. And I think Andor does that. And the Acolyte does that in spades.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think Phantom Menace has a lot of people have like reevaluated over the years because like as kids we were like, we don't care about trade disputes.
Still don't.
I don't know.
I might have to go back to Phantom and give it a second pass to see if I reevaluate it. But
are there galactic tariffs?
I mean, there's a little bit of tariffs galactically.
You're right.
Let's get over to Prop Cop. So Prop Cop is where we look at all of the props, and that could be anything physical or tangible in the movie Revenge of the Sith, and we decide to take one for ourselves. Mally, this is your pick, so what prop do you want most? I mean, obviously all of the shit is fabricated on a computer, but what prop do you want most from Revenge of the Sith?
Just give me a fucking blue screen.
I like that.
I mean, that gives you infinite possibilities.
Unlimited power.
Nathan, what do you want?
I want Darth Sidious's gold-plated lightsaber because that shit is fire.
Hell yeah.
Dope.
Drew, what prop do you want most from this movie?
I'll take the Senate seat that Yoda scratched.
Nice.
With his little claws.
Yeah.
His little weird gremlin claws. Hell yeah.
Cut your fucking nails.
JT, what about you? What prop would you like?
I will take Dooku's lightsaber.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got that fun little handle on it.
Uh-huh.
Curvy boy.
Curved for your pleasure.
He gives him like a lip wrist handle.
Yeah.
I will take this weird, almost xenomorph looking stone carving that Palpatine has in his office.
Yeah.
It's clearly depicting some kind of battle, but I will take that shit. That shit rules. I will say
it's Prometheus shit.
My number 2 that I had as a backup was Padme and Anakin's bedroom suite that they have in their bedroom.
Yeah.
That shit looks cozy.
It looks comfy.
I also put Anakin's prosthetic hand because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, to get a stranger every time.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into bit part, I will go ahead and spoil it. I try not to do bit parts from the movie we're doing, but this is just the most obvious one we have to pick. So let's get into bit part.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
How about take 2 on that read? How about that?
What's we got?
Who should we play in the movie? Obviously, we want to play smaller parts. We want to play bit parts, as they're called.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and take one. I will be I don't know if it's like a clone trooper or what, but in the opening scene, in the opening battle above Coruscant, there's a ship that gets destroyed, I think by Obi-Wan, and you see the pilot just kind of float in space.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be that guy.
Oh, yeah. That's a B1 battle droid, baby.
Nathan, who do you want to be?
I want to be the droid that is alerted to R2-D2 in the opening sequence who says, "What that?"
Oh, yeah. Mally?
Well, Nathan just took mine.
Oh, no.
Do you want me to come back to you or do you got to back up? All right, JT?
Does Kid Fisto count?
Sure. He doesn't have any lines of dialogue, so I'll give it to you. Drew, is there a small part in the movie
I'll fist you
that you would like to play?
I want to be the droid that delivers Luke and Leia.
Oh, yeah, the little...
with the one stirrup hand.
Ooh, bah.
I want to steal a joke from We Hate Movies because they talked about this movie, but that droid has like a smiley face display on its face.
Yeah.
And I would love when Padme dies and turns into a frowny face.
It looks like the robot from Flubber.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? The little floating robot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks like the robot from New Vegas that has like the cowboy face on it, but like in a different body sort of.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a deeply unsettling robot. My girlfriend was like, "That's the last thing I want to see if I'm giving fucking birth."
I do have one.
Oh, please.
I'm going to be Emperor Palpatine's horny blue friend who just dips out when the shit starts.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
All right, boys. Well, this is, at the time, this was the final Star Wars movie. This was closing the loop on the Skywalker saga. So we need to come up, what is a silver lining at this middle point, the climax of these movies? What is our silver lining for Revenge of the Sith?
I have got one.
Please.
As you said, this was the end of the Star Wars franchise, and nobody was ever fucking weird about it again.
A meta one. I like that. Mally?
Fuck. I don't know. Kids died, I guess.
May I remind you, you picked the movie and you're under oath.
Yep. Padme did just give up, but she was technically right in the end.
Oh, she gave birth to the child that would redeem her boyfriend. Yeah.
Hey, they were wed.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Husband.
Secret husband.
Hey, we don't know. In the Star Wars universe, when you get married, that could just be called a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Everything's topsy-turvy in this world, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago.
JT?
Well, I put Padme got to name her children before she just decided to leave forever.
She had those locked and loaded.
She did not know she was having twins.
The funny part of this is, I think it's Return of the Jedi, when she's talking to either Han or Luke, and she goes, "My mother was so beautiful." I'll be like, I think the silver lining is that Leia is able to retain memories from birth, apparently.
Yeah, memories.
And memories. She's able to retain.
It's so funny that, she remembers that.
Because her eyes were open and Luke's weren't.
Yeah, she had two names locked and loaded. She did not know she was having twins. So there's another take of this movie where she was like, "That's Luke," and that's Duke.
Luke and Duke.
Luke and Duke.
Retain memories is pretty good. Drew, what is your silver lining to Revenge of the Sith?
Mine also Padme related. I was gonna say she didn't have to see her husband become an incel.
Oh
yeah. Oh
yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
From my point of view, girls have never given me a chance.
God. It is so funny of the fake news of it all. Of from my point of view, God damn it.
Oh boy.
There is no subtlety in Star Wars.
No.
These people who have missed the plot are so fucking stupid.
Yeah, a movie called Star Wars doesn't have subtlety.
I will say my silver lining is Bail Organa and his wife got the little girl that they always wanted.
Sure.
Aww.
There you go.
And look how that worked out for them.
God.
The dang ass freak in the black helmet blew up their planet.
It's so fucking funny. All right. Well, let's say at the end of this movie, Padme is dead. Anakin has turned to the dark side. There's this interesting piece of equipment being developed in the middle of space that I'm sure will have no repercussions, but just let's pretend it would. We need to have a pick-me-up for this movie, a double feature, if you will. What's a movie you watch after you watch Revenge of the Sith with our pick-me-up movie alternative? So I'm going to say a movie that I have suggested before as a pick-me-up to movies we've done in the past, but I do think it would fit very well with this. It's a different kind of war that comes to an end, and we have someone steering clear of themselves turning evil themselves, and I'm going to go with The Return of the King.
Nice.
Mally, what are you going to watch?
I mean, I feel like there's an obvious answer here.
Oh, please.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we care about Spaceballs 2
Yes.
since it's being led by Josh Gad?
I care about it in that by the time it comes out, Mel Brooks will be 101 years old, and he hasn't directed a film in 31 years. So I am fascinated.
JT, what are you going to watch?
For something completely unrelated to the movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Fuck yes, brother.
For the holidays.
I mean, we are releasing this around Christmas time. That's pretty great. Nathan?
I have two, if I may be greedy at the holidays. One.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, I'm doing it. I don't give a shit.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just being nice. One of them is a.
Don't bully him, guys. Don't bully him.
I'm about to bust. One of them is a comedy about mistaken identity featuring Ian McDiarmid in a supporting role. I would say Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Wow.
One of the funniest movies ever made.
Nice.
Hey, he's playing a dirty, rotten scoundrel in this movie. I'll tell you that.
And then I would throw out Star Wars The Third Gathers, The Backstroke of the West, which is a bootlegged version of Revenge of the Sith that went viral about a decade ago.
Sure.
Which has some of the weirdest mistranslated dialogue you've ever seen. Please go watch it.
Is it anything like the Turkish Star Trek? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I've seen that. Yes. Good stuff.
All right. Drew, what movie do you think would pair good after people have watched Revenge of the Sith?
You know, I think in keeping with the theme of child death, we're going to watch Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, the famously upbeat, uplifting movie, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, where nothing bad happened.
You and Mally have a lot in common.
Was it when we watched Halloween 6 that JT was like, you should watch Requiem for a Dream after this or whatever?
Oh God, Boy in the Striped Pajamas, a movie that I'm tempted to put on the schedule, but then I'm like, do we really want to just be sad for 2 hours?
No.
Yeah. I want to see you guys riff off the Holocaust.
God.
We kind of did in this movie.
All right. Do we recommend Revenge of the Sith?
Sure.
Wow. Not everyone rush to answer.
If you're revisiting the franchise, why not? Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch this with my roommate who had never seen any Star Wars ever.
Oh.
No Clone Wars, no, and none of the other movies. And he was like, "Yo, yeah, I like that. That was good."
Wow. Okay. That's a good little litmus test.
I can guess which roommate that was.
If I'd never had a hamburger, I'd probably think McDonald's was great.
I think you guys are being a little dismissive of this thing. I think it's not perfect, but
it
has flaws, but I think it's the best of the prequels as we've talked about. And I will say about these 3 films, at least there was a plan, and that's more than you could say about the sequel trilogy.
Sure.
So at the very least,
touche.
You know, it has that going for it. Now, I do think, like I said, I do think this is following in the footsteps of a Shakespearean tragedy, although it's not reaching those heights. But I do think
trying to make Fletch happen. It's not going to happen.
I do think there's a lot of good in here that when this movie hits, it really fucking hits. And obviously,
There's still good in here.
When it hits the lows, it really hits those lows. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it does.
Truly, like to think of this as like this test of this one guy bringing these 3 films together and capping it off with this one. It is better than the other 2 by far.
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, it does close up most of the loops from the 4th movie, obviously the first one. But like, I don't know. I was really surprised on this rewatch how much I fucked with this movie. And I was expecting to go into it, dogging it the whole time, poking holes in the logic and everything. And the shortcomings of it has been expressed to death, not just by us, but by people that critique this movie.
Yeah.
Other white dudes with podcasts.
You're absolutely right. But I do think there's something special about these movies.
Sure.
Like we will never get something like this again. Like we just won't. We won't get an auteur given free reign because he's using his own money to make something that is built off the backbone of something that people not only loved, but revolutionized the film industry, the toy making industry, culture as a whole.
Right.
Like we just won't get this again. And it is something to be treasured, I do think, even with all the shortcomings.
Well said.
Yeah.
I disagree, but that's well said.
So that is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. If you want more of our show, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Silverlinings playlist. This week on the Patreon, Nathan and I have released our audio version of our live stream of the Coming Out of Their Shells tour, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles concert.
Sure.
And coming up on January 1st, kicking off the new year, we are discussing the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
Yeah.
And we haven't recorded it yet, but I'm sure we're going to have a fucking blast talking about somebody else looking for ooze, much like Sheev, the wizard sleeve. If you haven't already, subscribe, rate, and leave feedback wherever you're listening to us right now. You can get us on pretty much every podcasting platform there is. You can also check out our social media at Bluesky, Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade, as well as our subreddit, reddit.com/r/Silverlinings playlist, and our website, tslppodcast.com. If you have a bit part suggestion, one of those cues we played before our bit part segments, or if you just want to get in touch with us in general, let us know how we're doing, give us some feedback, a movie suggestion perhaps. You can use the contact us form on our website or email us at thesilverliningsplaylist@gmail.com. Boys, I'm a little concerned. I had 48 ounces of Yingling, and I don't really feel it. I don't know what that says about me, or if that says a lot about Yingling in general.
Means you're a lot of fun, brother.
Drew, thank you so much for coming on. This was a delight and a great way to end our year on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, listen, just one last thing, guys.
Oh. Please.
Who do you think really killed?
Oh, no. Chewbacca.
My notes are falling off my desk. Hold on.
Man, can we really cut out those bits with that ending?
Because I got some theories about the French.
It's staying in, but it's going to be bleeped. I gotta beep it out.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Anyway, I think it was Sleeves Bagano. But anyway, Nathan.
Yeah.
You are picking our next episode, which is kicking off our new year.
I guess so.
And I believe you're going to have a clue for us.
Sure.
Hi, it's me, just dropping in here to let you guys know that Nathan erroneously says that this is the clue for next week's episode, but we're actually not coming back for 2 weeks per our new schedule change.
I've seen every possible ending of next week's movie. None of them are good for us.
Boy, I can't wait for next episode. I cannot wait for it. Oh my God. All right, well,
Holy shit.
Rest in peace, Oatmeal and Padme. And no one else.
And the Jedi.
And as always, this is how this podcast ends, with thunderous applause. Wait.
Great. Fucking asshole.
Wrong cue. Hold on.
Just let me work the soundbar, you idiot.
This is the whole reason JT's here. Hey, it's JT. Thanks for listening to the Silver Linings playlist. We'll be back for another episode soon. But in the meantime, check out our Patreon for more. Link in the description below. See ya.